said, so apparently there's a plot against me orchestrated by JF, Metokur, and a bunch of the other blood sports / alt-right types where they're faking conversations between people and myself. Meanwhile, I'm packing out live events and doing the work. Sargon derangement syndrome is real. Him, he said, where's the proof of this? Sounds like a baseless accusation. You didn't even give a source of who might have told you this information. Listen and believe. And yeah, it does sound like some listen and believe classic Anita type shit here. Somebody called him Carl Sarkeesian Twitter feed earlier. That maybe that's a bit far, but then somebody else, Jake Horn, says, LOL, I like that lack of proof or evidence you posted there, Carl. I'm just being told from multiple sources, none of which owe me anything. They think this is going too far, apparently. Not named any of those sources or shown any evidence, of course, but they're there. They're there. Just believe them. Just listen and believe. There's another one. This is from a fan. I knew Metokur was trash, not to be trusted. Then Sargon says, just look at how he revels in his host's miseries when he goads them to go too far. Yes, Jim. Jim is. I mean, he's laughing like we're laughing. I don't think he's never said anything differently. Of course, that in Sargon's world, that makes you subhuman, I guess. Just being in it for the laughs makes you a bad person. And then Bill Crawford says, Sargon, stop feeding the trolls. Seriously, bro, you're one of my favorite YouTubers, and this is cringe. Sargon says, I totally agree. I guess he totally agrees this is cringe. But sometimes you have to stay ahead of it. Sargon, big brain Sargon's all over this. What else do we have? Gibbs proof, please. And then Sargon says, remember what apparently means old bean? Britbong saying, we don't use that here in Freedom Land. And then, yeah, they go on. The same dude who commented earlier says, still a smear like anonymous sources. Journalism, JF has always held you in high regard and claims to have respect for you. I wonder if he will after this. I think you're being played by Kraut and Spino. Sad. Finale here. Very quick video.
Hey, I've got a bone to pick with you, buddy. Yeah, I know. I heard you were dead naming some beautiful trans women, and, you know, I've just got to step up. When you see something, you need to say something.
So, what's your next big plan to take down Sargon?
Oh, well, you know, I am working with JF to, you know, initiate a plan. I don't want to give too much away, but we are working on some things. Some things, you know, that Richard Spencer was like, Jim, Sargon needs to be taken down. And we're like, okay, Rich, how do you want to play this? And he's like, we're going to burn liberalist isms to the ground. And, you know, both Jay and I were really surprised by this. We're like, why do you want to do that? He's like, just for fun. Just for the fun of it. I just want to fuck with him a little bit. And we're like, all right, you know, let's do it. And then with the help of the John Loki Foundation on Facebook, we got that ball rolling. But apparently, yeah, I'm a part of a conspiracy I was unaware of. So that's always fucking nice.
What would possess him to send something like this out? I mean, there was a theory that some people put out earlier that this is Sargon trolling all of us, and this is a part of his plan to make us look like fools, not him.
This is like a master op by the liberalist leader.
Yeah,
is that what they're fucking saying?
Yes.
Well, hey, you know,
24-hour ops, dude.
well, I mean, this is the man that was the leader of Gamergate, so who am I to say? Who am I to say what the genius might have come up with? But I don't know. I guess. Jesus Christ.
Now, I swear on everything, there was comment after comment. I did a short video on my channel about it, and it's like, "Well, LOL, you guys don't see how Sargon's trolling you right now." I'm like, okay, well, if so,
You're merely playing underwater chess. I'm playing 16th dimensional Settlers of Catan.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm actually legitimately excited. Because I don't know what conspiracy I'm a part of, so I'm looking forward to him dropping that hot bombshell on us.
yeah, he said he has
I have
more.
a theory.
Oh, do you have a theory? Hit us with your theory. What do you think? What do you think?
My theory is that during the Dick Masterson stream when we were fucking with Kareen, I think he heard my JF impression and thought it was actually JF, and then heard my Sargon impression and thought I was playing my soundboard.
Well, no, he said people sent him things. He said people. What did it? What the fuck did the? It said something like, people that I don't normally talk to or associate with sent me a dire warning that 24-hour ops were afoot, and so he just wanted to get the word out there to his followers that if a screen cap showed up saying "gas all the kikes," that really wasn't him.
So the main Facebook post, and there's some more. I'll pull those up in a sec. But the main one said,
No, Wanderer's right. My Sargon impression isn't that good.
So apparently, we have a guy who does a really good one, mostly because he's actually from the UK. But
he's from there.
Yeah. So apparently, there's a plot against me orchestrated by JF, Metokur, and a bunch of the other Bloodsport / alt-right types, where they're faking conversations between people and myself. Which, by the way, is the easiest fucking thing to do in the world, but I'll leave that alone for now.
Well, I'll just be straight up with you. I mean, in Sargon's case, there's no need to fake anything. Like, the shit that he says on the regular is entertaining enough. Why would you need to make up anything? Like, the white nigger comment, maybe MLK was wrong comment.
You act like white niggers.
You know, like that shit's gold. Why would you don't really need to tinker with the formula to get a great result. So I don't.
Yeah, I don't really understand the theory. And then here's some comments from the thread that I screen capped earlier. Somebody said, I knew Metokur was trash, not to be trusted. Then Sargon says, just look at how he revels in his host's miseries. I don't know. I didn't know you had personal hosts, but anyway.
No, he meant a host as then I'm a parasite.
Oh, like a parasite.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. See, I latch on and then I suck out the life force. I'm like a giant hybrid of a tapeworm and a lich, just kind of crossbred to fuck with people on the internet. Even though I've been more than upfront with everybody that I've ever gone on their fucking streams or shows and said, I'm not your friend. I'm just here to shoot the shit.
Yes, I think you've been very consistent in that. I don't understand. Sorry. What about what I said earlier? Because we were talking about it, and they said, well, how has Sargon made it so long? Because I guess what I had pointed out was it really seems to be people laughing at him it's kind of getting to him. And they said, well, people have been laughing at him, making fun of him for a long time. And I guess, my next point was maybe it's because people he thought he was cool with or that should naturally be on his side are making fun of him, or at least saying, wow, Sargon, you're looking like an idiot right now. Maybe you should reevaluate. And that seems to kind of have pushed him over the edge.
I don't know what the deal is in his case. I don't really check in on his fucking daily life. When he does something stupid or if there's something funny going on, like the liberalist thing was funny to me. Or, the interesting would be like the Tommy Robinson thing, kind of his ducking out of that. But aside from that, I'm not like really paying attention. So I don't know how much he gets fucked with on a daily basis. He tries to, I know he's written letters to the alt-right, like fucking 4 of them. And he tries to make it seem like they're relentlessly fucking with him, but I can't really imagine how bad it could be. Aside from calling him maybe a faggot in the comments. I don't know. You do all this anti-SJW shit, you shit on feminists for so long, and you deal with Tumblr, nothing but Tumblr, and you get used to dealing with that, right? And then when a normal person or somebody from a different fucking community comes along and says, hey, you're kind of a fucking retard, aren't you, buddy? I guess you don't know how to react to it because you can't scream, oh, you're a blue-haired feminist. No, I'm not a blue-haired feminist. I should think you're a faggot. So, maybe that's what's throwing him off his game? I don't fucking know.
No, but wait, aren't you obsessed with Sargon? What's your problem? Why do you keep talking about Sargon? That's what I've been getting.
Oh, well, I've got posters around my bed that I can just lovingly look at. I'm hoping to get them signed when I go to one of his events. I'm going to crowdfund the money because isn't it like $3,000 a ticket? But that's worth the money, I think, in my opinion, to be able to watch This Week in Stupid in real life.
A small sum.
Yeah, and of course I get to listen to the great fucking burger prep songs, or a prep burger. I'm reversing order there for a second, but whatever. Of Dr. Randomer Camp. So that'll be fun. That's a great opener. Nobody's expecting that. A Kekistani song by a guy in a fucking Ushanka with puppets. Sign me the fuck up. Where do I send that money? Do I got to PayPal that to you, or do I just buy it at the door?
Bitcoin only. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Here's another one. Comment. Some of the people in the thread were kind of like, okay, why are you saying this? Where's the proof? Where's this coming from? And Jay Korn says, LOL, I like that lack of proof or evidence you posted there, Carl. And then Sargon says, I'm just being told from multiple sources, none of which owe me anything. They think this is going too far.
Yeah, I think that was the comment I heard. Yeah. Something like this. Something like people I don't associate with. They're just neutral sources or some
Yes,
shit.
neutral sources.
Yeah.
Trolls are sending me things.
Well, I guess two things, really. One, I don't really care. People say shit online all the time. Again, I'm really looking forward to this because it's probably going to be funny. But two, why would he even comment about it? I thought my 24-hour opping ass wasn't worth the effort, but apparently he hears one whispered rumor and suddenly he's got to make boasts about it. Maybe this is a grand troll to make him seem paranoid. I don't know what he's going for.
Yeah, honestly, I just could not tell you. I will say, somebody sent me a clip and I hadn't seen it. He finally responded to me today, sent me a message, and he pointed to the tweet that you quote tweeted, basically saying, "This is why I'm not going to come on." And
what tweet did he say?
It was the tweet that I hold on, let me scroll back up to make sure. The one you quote tweeted it, and it was me, and it was a screen cap of his Facebook post, and I said, "Jim, any comments about another one of your famous 24-hour ops being revealed by Sargon the Big Brained?" And then he messaged me back on Skype after I sent him a message like May 7th. And today he just out of nowhere messaged me as I was on my way to dinner with my family. Actually, I'm on like a trip or whatever. And he said, "Why won't Sargon talk to me?" And that was quotes. And then he linked that tweet and he said, "This is why I avoid your community like the plague. Take care. Good luck in the future." That's all he said. That's all he said on Twitter. And then somebody linked me, and I didn't see this the other day, but somebody had told me about it. I just saw it tonight live, and they said turn it to 340 in one of his videos, New York newscast, whenever he was in New York. And they asked him about coming on the kill stream, and he said, why would I ever go on there and lend them my name? Look at the titles of some of the streams where they talk about me. Just why would I do that? Basically using the pretty much verbatim the SJW reasoning for not going on to talk to him or to talk to others like him, because they're garbage humans, and just look at what they say about me. Why would I ever go on their platform? I mean, it's pretty much the exact same argument, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really similar to like 2 years of YouTube where they wouldn't fucking have anything to do with anybody making fun of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't. Why would I lend them my name? like it's some fucking magical tome. It's a rune that can be read for power. Yeah. I invoke Carl of Swindon. Oh boy. Let me just say something. JF, the payment went through. Good work. I think he bought it, man. Wink, wink. We're doing good here.
But yeah,
what's really weird about all this? Usually, when this kind of shit goes on, V is like on top of it. Is like the PR guy. Has he said anything about any of this shit today?
No.
I DM'd him.
That's really unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Before the stream even started, there were, I couldn't tell you, at least 5 or 6 comments from the chat. There were quite a few people waiting, and they said, "Oh, I bet this is going to turn into V coming on to run damage control. Quarter pounder will probably show up." And that's probably what this stream will be. I haven't heard from either one of those guys, nothing.
Then they must be treating it seriously. If none of them are showing up, they must believe that there's a level of severity to this that they don't want to risk exacerbating it, or I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't.
I haven't heard anything from them. I actually messaged V earlier because Caligula kind of sounds like him, and people wanted him to like holler at him. So, so I messaged him. I didn't hear anything back. He did message me back last night because I was looking for Shit Rats, one of his archives, and V like hates that dude or whatever. I did hear from him then, but that was almost 20 hours. Jim did his stream, 15,000 watching. It was pretty good. It was hilarious actually. And then he didn't say that much about Sargon from the, like I said, I saw the first, 2 hours of it. And I mean, maybe he made a couple comments in passing about Sargon, but it was nothing serious. So I really don't even know what Sargon was up in arms about. I mean, he was destroying, skeptics and laughing at them in general, but why was he so angry, Zidane?
I don't know. My theory is if you poke Sargon, he just loses his complete shit. Even if you just you make a little bit of fun of him, he just completely spurgs the fuck out. And Jim has a way of just poking at him, I guess, and he just loses his complete shit. I think, you know what? I think Sargon's actually in love with Jim. Every time Jim makes fun of him,
Is it a shit rat
advances get
situation?
rebuffed. Yeah, Jim, if you're listening, I think Sargon's definitely 100% in love with you.
Jim, you could have led them. You could have been the leader.
He wants you to be
Oh.
his leader. He wants you to be his king.
He wants to make you his king, Jim. Oh man, I just don't. Anyway, by the way, should we show who actually tweeted these out? Let me just ask the chat for those who don't already know. Who do you think tweeted this out? Without me spoiling it. Who do you? Well, you already knows it, man. So I guess
I do.
I just want to see. I'm gonna just wait a second just to see if chat can guess who tweeted this out.
Oh, I think they got it.
Let's see. I'm still
Oh,
waiting.
they got
Yeah. Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah. That's correct, chat. Now, just for the record, I guess I'll show the tweets. I am but a humble Romanian carrier pigeon. Please no bully. That's what V said. And yes, V was the one who sent this out. Now, can I ask you a question, Zidane? What on earth? This had to be from Sargon himself, right? Because
100%. We've seen this before. Remember the Skype messages to Jim? We've seen this before, that he's like the intermediate, and every message he sends to V, and V tweets it out for him. This isn't anything new. I guarantee you, Sargon was like, "I'll send this out. Make him feel like shit. Look, I'm with UKIP now. Look at us. We're in suits, hanging out with people that actually matter." Yet,
because why would he? Ha ha ha. I just woke up, but I can tell you that Jim is just looking for attention because nobody is playing with him. Then he says, Jim is a scared little boy who needs to bully those smaller than him. I am literally dealing with pan-European politics. Sargon's he's kind of a big deal now, Zidane. Why don't you respect this guy?
fuck him. He's a cuck.
Nah, he's literally dealing with pan-European politics, sir.
Yeah,
How
he's
dare
literally
you?
raising his wife's child.
First off, who puts this out to the public? Does he not realize how just pompous and just arrogant that sounds? Why would he do that? Maybe he doesn't care, but most people, even people who might be predisposed to kind of liking Sargon, just like, wow, this guy sounds like a fucking pompous asshole.
Because he is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know he is, but I'm just saying, you don't want to just give the game away, right? Like, I don't understand. Just not the best. Maybe he needs to hire a PR agent with those Patreon bucks. I'm not sure, but and then goes another tweet. I have a press conference about Article 11 and Article 13 today. I will be wearing a suit.
Oh,
Jim
dude's got a
probably
suit.
doesn't even own a suit.
Oh man,
He's gonna be wearing a suit, Zidane.
I can't afford a suit. What's a suit? Never worn one in my life. Never had a job
I have a
interview,
suit,
never.
and it's all pressed and it's ready to go to attend Sargon's funeral. That's why I have. Mine's ready to go. It's really nice too. It's fitted, custom tailored. I'm even gonna fly out to London. Hopefully, my wife's still living there, man. I don't know how many more years Sargon's got left. I know she's gonna move over here soon, but we'll see.
Yes,
I will be wearing a suit.
Yes, chat. He actually said that.
Yeah, this is real. Yeah. This is
I am
not
wearing a
Photoshop,
suit.
nothing.
It's like suits aren't. Everyone owns a suit, basically.
I might even
Fucking-
wear a vest. One of those 3-piece suits, with the vest and everything.
Oh,
With
shit,
a little
damn.
flower in the pocket. Yeah, I'm going to come with the gator boots and everything. Like.
Oh, well, Gator's not here, so okay, you can say that.
Shh, don't tell him.
I won't.
All right, there's another one. This is, you can tell he's been reading his Jordan Peterson here. And he says, let him lead his lost boys to Pleasure Island. It'll turn them into pointless, braying jackasses. And he can be responsible for it.
Hello there, gentlemen.
Hello. Sorry, it took a moment. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing excellent, actually.
Okay, let me just adjust that. There we go.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Are you wearing your suit now? You said you
I am suitless. When you lead the Lost Boys on Pleasure Island, occasionally when you're running around the woods with all those kids, you get shit torn up, and wearing a nice Armani suit out there, you get all dirty. Doesn't make a lot of practical sense. So mostly just very relaxed jeans and a t-shirt, just kind of roughing it. That's how we do it on Pleasure Island.
What do you think? Okay, so there's a couple theories that we've bantied about here. By the way, Zidane said my volume's really loud on Hangouts. I don't know how to adjust that.
That's all right. I adjusted it myself. It's okay.
Yeah, so did I. You're fine.
Okay, all right, thank you. What do you think possessed him to send that out? Do you think it was just V doing that on a whim, or do you think that came from the Soy Father himself to send that?
Well, no, I thought V was just shit. I thought that was like a joke. Like he sent those screen caps. I thought he was joking. Like he edited them for a joke. So I threw him in like a little video montage that I thought suited it. But no, he was like, no, that's real. And then pictures of Sargon in his amazing Applebee's outfit started popping up, and so I was like, oh, he was telling the truth.
I have that video montage, by the way. I'm gonna play. It's only 9 seconds long. Let me go ahead and hit it right now. Hold on, let me make it bigger. There we go.
I am a division manager. That is very important.
Do not raise
Very
your voice
important.
at me or
You
at
don't
Garrett.
talk
Do
to me
you
like
hear me,
that.
Ted?
People
Do
are
you-
scared of me.
People are scared of him. He's literally dealing with pan-European politics, Jim.
I drive a Stratus. You will fucking respect me. Yeah, right? I don't know what his deal is. It's such a weird thing. Like, this is his big day, right? This is the day that he's going to go play politics. And the first thing he does when he wakes up is tell his little gypsy carrier pigeon to inform me that he has a big boy suit. I've never had anybody, that's such a little kid thing to say. It's kind of adorable. You know, it's like one of those milestones in life where you brag about it a little bit because it happens to you, but you don't realize everybody else has done that. It's like, oh, I got my driver's license. Well, congratulations, everybody who's 16 does. But I'm proud of you, champ. So he was so happy about it. Like, I have a big boy suit, and I'm gonna wear my big boy suit to my big boy event.
And
What
this
is
is
your-
a big day too. That's what I.
Yeah. It's pan-European political summit. I don't know. I mean, hey, don't feel too bad. It's only one continent. I mean, Anita and Zoe did get the whole fucking world, but
Oh.
one day, champ, you'll get up on their level. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe you'll need 3 more political parties you have to jump onto before you reach that. But best of luck.
Wore a better fitting suit once than he did.
Oh,
Did you see
I-
the actual cut of the suit? How ill fitting it is. Like, it's a joke.
I don't know. It was but it really was just. It's a very weird message. It's a really bizarre thing. Like, I just woke up this morning and Jim needs to know I don't fucking care. And on top of that, I got a suit. Now, if you excuse me, I've got to go do a press conference.
Dude, he's in love with you.
I don't know what it is.
No, I'm
It's
serious.
it's I only said, I think I mentioned him 3 times at most, and that was like in answer to something somebody had said in chat. And I brought up that Shoe on Head should really be considered the alpha skeptic because she's batting like over 1 million right now. Like, her numbers are fucking crazy. All her videos, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views, shit ton of likes, everything she puts out, massive audience. Like, if somebody's going to be the alpha skeptic, it's fucking Shoe on Head. Maybe he needs to bend the knee a little bit on that. And then the other 2 things I think I mentioned were him leaving the Liberalists to go join UKIP and tranny porn. So
Yeah,
maybe
he did have the
that
transition, yes.
maybe that did it. I don't know.
It's just kind of out of step. I don't understand. This is his big thing. Now, a couple people messaged me, kind of in his orbit and said that V kind of turned it into a joke, and they were putting the blame on V. But I don't think V would have sent that out without the go ahead from Sargon, right? I mean, at least I would think that. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't really give it much attention. I was more busy dealing with. It's weird. I've noticed anytime I make fun of skeptics, or anytime I make fun of the gay Discord ops, it's the same group of like 20 people that show up every single time from both groups, right? like Louis Laval was just constantly going on with his passive aggressive tweets, whining about shit. You had Kraut whining about shit. You had Shit Rat whining about shit. And they always come out. It's always the same fucking group of clowns. I'm sure one species will eventually show up and make an ass of himself like he does on a usual basis. But the reaction I've been getting, I'm going to start doing, I think, maybe a fucking weekly Shit on Skeptics stream, because it seems to work pretty fucking well. They kind of went into a fucking tizzy the day after. They were really mad about the Matt stuff. Really mad about everything on that stream.
And I saw, what's his name, Tizzy. Speaking of Tizzies, after your stream last night, he went back and quote you screenshotted on well, somebody screenshotted it on Twitter, and they hadn't even really paid that much attention to it until you spotlighted it last night, and now they're trying to go at him. Like, clearly,
Oh no, yeah, I love how they all said, like, Shit Rat and the others were like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. But it only became a conspiracy theory when I pointed out that they were getting upset about it.
He responded, he put out the video, and then somebody said, Jim watched and commented the whole video pointing out the behavior from you, but okay, tell everyone and let them believe that this is cherry-picked. Then he says, not talking about Jim, LOL, did I quote tweet Jim?
No, my favorite response... You know what? I can already guess from the giggle. You know what? Somebody had the best fucking line in response to him talking about cherry picking. Let me pull this up. Hold on. I'm sorry. 1 second. Bunty had said. Oh yeah, go ahead and pull it up. Bunty had said to people, "Got to get those cherries. Got to get those cocks squirting." And then Lucy responds, "Your ex sure got those cocks squirting." Oh, holy shit! That is fucking devastating, Bunty. Ooh. People have been taking shots all day.
He made the video. Like, who does this? Like, why would you come out and then post this video? What he did was he disabled the comments.
Fuck, that's what I wanted to talk about. Have you heard the speculation on who the chick is? I know that people were saying Peach Saliva.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I heard a different story, and it lines up with VidCon. Who was the chick that was known to have fucked another guy at VidCon and was crazy? Huh? And people didn't like, yeah. No, seriously. People are saying, people are speculating that this was crazy hair.
He got cucked by her, of all people?
Because apparently, didn't she fuck Vernaculus when she got there?
Yeah, and she pointed the camera at the bed.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so many levels of lore. There's so much exploration to do on these stories.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying Peach Saliva at first, and I don't really think it's her.
She's out of his league, let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it's her.
You know who else has a good picture with crazy hair? Fucking Sargon.
That's right, yes. Sargon was alleged to have railed her as well.
Did he wear a suit?
I'm sure he was wearing Jamal's suit while he did it.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, my take on that video with Bunty King was, it's weird to put that out there. It's weird to share that story, and it's just bizarre that you'd let a chick cheat on you and then want to make her your queen, right? You got to have a little bit more self-respect, and basically throw her whore ass to the curb and move the fuck on with your life.
Well, see, that's the thing that gets me. Okay, so look, if you got cheated on, all right, that's fine. Even if you made a video on it, I wouldn't do that. I think that's, stupid. Don't put that out there. But you know what? You made a video. Some whore cheated on me. I kicked her to the curb. Fuck that bitch. But in the video, he specifically says, I'd still take her back, and I want her back, and I want to make her my queen. Please get rid of this guy. I had people tag, not very many, but a couple people like, well, Ralph, you never been in an emotional state, and you never had anything bad happen to you. Well, yeah, I have. Not like that. But even if that had happened, I'm not going to make a fucking video about it and put it out there. It's just, I don't even understand the mindset. Maybe
yeah,
people so
and again,
sick in certain ways, but
yeah, and again with the timing, right? Wasn't that VidCon where all this shit happened? That was 2016, right? And Bunty's video was a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
It lines up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was what, 2017, I think.
And didn't she say that she was there with someone? Didn't she say, "Oh, I was brought here with but somebody, one of the skeptics brought me," but she never really elaborated on who.
Yep.
By the way, here's
I don't know. We got there's some skeletons in these closets that need to be uncovered, and you're gonna have to tune in next week to find out more, I suppose.
There's a photo on screen with Sargon and crazy hair there.
I'm just trying to imagine him dressed like a valet, just slamming the shit out of her from behind. Talking about, this is how we save the West. Slapping her ass. You know what I mean? Like, have you even read Locke, you filthy whore? And just fucking railing her.
In his ill-fitting suit. What, Gator's not here? Where did Gator, did the hurricane kill Gator yet, or is that what happened, Zidane?
No, he went to go get some stuff before the hurricane.
God damn.
As we said. But yeah, you saw the pictures of the suit, correct, Jim?
Yeah. No, I mean, people were sending me stuff all day on that after I was laughing at the suit thing. I mean, people were even sending me like old, well, not old. Well, when my channel and everything got taken down, apparently Sargon was favoriting comments. And one of them, I swear to God, was like, liberalists don't look so bad now, do they, Jim? I wish I had seen that earlier, because I'd be like, well, apparently they do, because everybody left for UKIP, didn't they?
You know, what a great political operation. He doesn't really talk that much about liberalists anymore, does he?
I don't know. I mean, I wish them the best of luck. I know they're looking, I guess, for new leadership. Who knows?
Yeah, I think there was a post on his Facebook where he said that he's leaving most liberalist groups and he's only going to do like one or two things with them nowadays.
But see, that's so weird to me, because he started it, right?
Yeah.
And he ended it.
Or it wasn't his complaint when I was on stream on Lou Lavao's channel that, Jim, you were supposed to be the leader of Gamergate, but you abandoned it. It was not supposed to have an assigned leader, but he kind of declared himself leader of the Liberalists. So I hope he isn't leaving the Liberalists, because that's going to be a really bad look.
That's what he said.
The whole leader thing, and I see that constantly. You know, specifically with you, it's like, well, Jim, why didn't you lead us? Why didn't you do that? And you've never really tried to be that person. I think we talked about this before, but
these people are so up their own ass. Like, I don't have time for this. We're so serious shit. Like, you know, it's just, fuck off. It's so boring. It's so fucking boring. You know what's entertaining, though?
What?
Hearing more knife point stories or cucking stories. We're going to focus on those kind of things. Just start digging through. Maybe talk about Facebook trannies. I don't know. Just throwing out an example. Not anything specific, but we'll take a look at massage parlors. Maybe we'll talk about massage parlors in search results. I don't know, but it could be something we can brought up.
There's this, speaking of skeptics, there's this thing called transvegestation or whatever, and they're the group of people, and they were making videos on Shuan Head and how she's a tranny. They make some compelling points, by the way.
I saw that. I don't think Shuan Head's actually a tranny, though. Even though I've talked a lot of shit about her.
Well, yeah, and I brought this up on stream yesterday, too. I mean, kind of when you think of that group, like the skeptic group, that sphere of YouTube, I've noticed that, like, her and, it's Greg, right? Armored Skeptic? Like,
Yeah.
her and Greg have kind of, like, they stay away from it, right? I mean, they're kind of mostly cocooned and doing their own shit. And again, that's because, like, she's the alpha dog. She can do whatever the fuck she wants with her 1 million subs. So, again, maybe he needs to bend the knee and recognize who's in authority here. It's a big channel. It's a 1 million+ one.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and I also noticed that a lot of these people will try to kind of defend Matt. You know, when the stuff happened,
They all did. They all ran in to defend Matt. They're all trying to run in to defend Kraut. I don't know if it's like an image thing with them, if they think that, like, oh, if these people look bad, we're going to look bad by association. But you're the one choosing to associate with them, right? So if you weren't doing it in the first place, nobody would be drawn to that conclusion. I don't fucking know. I mean, what do we have so far in the skeptic sphere? We've got Kraut running gay Discord ops. We've got Matt flagging people down because his feelings get hurt. And we got Bunty getting cucked. Like, it's just story after story.
And Jeff Holiday getting cucked?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's like a polyamorous relationship or some shit. I don't fucking know.
where his wife says she's gay, basically, and that she likes women more than men, and she cucks him with women. Yeah.
No, I missed that. Okay, that I missed.
Yeah.
His wife came out and said it, that she gets stuff from women that he can't provide.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
His own wife said that. Yeah. It's there's a lot here. So that's what I'm getting at.
She said, and I quote, that she's the big gay.
Yeah, his wife said she's gay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know with these guys, man. I don't know what to tell you with these fucking people. I don't fucking know. And V is playing fucking furry anime games about vor. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the skeptics, Ralph. Like, what the fuck is going on with these people?
And they put it all out voluntarily. It's not like it's drug out of them, or, you know, people are just battering them every day. They put all this out on their own. Like it's not even, you know, it's not even a dig. They put it out themselves. Sedan just linked me. Oh, sorry, I'm not authorized to see that status. I'd have to log out, but I'll go ahead and read the tweet.
It can cure the gay.
Here is Memory Holiday, who, by the way, I speculated that she used to be a whore, like an actual whore, because she talked about, you know, she was like a hitchhiker, and she had all this, you know, she traveled the country and lived in these parking lots. And
I have no opinion on Memory Holiday. I'm content with just making fun of the skeptics. I'm not interested in their families.
They went out. Well, I mean, she's a public figure. She has her own channel and stuff. I don't feel that bad about it. But I think she actually was a hooker. I mean, that's my own personal view. But let me read the tweet. I don't like the term poly, but for most it works. I say we're monogamously open because I hate surprises. So I just want a heads up first. Also, I'm bisexual, but mostly gay. Like big
I'm
gay.
I'm a fucking cunt, guys.
Like big gay. I crave female companionship, but it's not something he can provide for me. He's speaking about Jeff Holiday.
That's well, you know, maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe that's the boomer in me, but I don't stay in a committed relationship where my partner is fucking someone else. I know that's just archaic in this wonderful day and age of fucking iPhones and Nintendo Switches, but I like the idea that the vagina that I'm interacting with hasn't been pilfered by somebody else.
Yeah, it's controversial thought.
Do you think she even lets Jeff watch, or he's got to be in a different room?
It's like sensory overload right now. Okay, I've got all these like caricatures of these people in my fucking head at the moment, and it's hard to sort through. I don't know. I just, people have been sending me a lot of weird shit. Somebody sent me stuff about saying that Short Fat Otaku was LARPing as a female during Gamergate, pretending to be camera lady.
Yeah.
No,
Mute autistic lesbian. You know, I don't know, man. It's just this feels like there's so much here that I think it's time to take a look. I guess one of my criticisms for him might be this, and I think it kind of comes down. Let me put this back on screen to give you an idea of where I'm coming from with this. When I hear Sargon talk about wanting to do something, right, I'm not hearing somebody doing it for a cause. I'm hearing somebody doing it for themselves. When you look at these kind of messages, is this somebody proud of the fact that he's standing up for freedom? Is this somebody proud of the fact that he's fighting against what he sees as some sort of oppression? Or is this somebody stroking his own ego and getting high off his own farts? I'm doing this. Look at me. Look at me. See how important I am. He uses these things, at least it appears to me, as a form of like ego enforcement, rather than because he believes it's a just thing. It's serving more Sargon than it is others. That's how the liberalist thing felt too. It's very weird. But to back to your question, do I begrudge him trying to do something? No. You know, Dankula did shit. You don't hear me talking shit about Dankula, do you? Colossan Lord of Ireland.
You know, yesterday Sargon went to the EU Parliament. He was there with Count Dankula.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I mean, we're on the air live in front of over 2,000 people. But there were people from Sargon's orbit. I won't name them, of course. You know, it's just use journalistic privilege, even though I'm not a journalist, that said you kind of they blamed you. They said you made this a laughingstock with your tweets towards Jim, and that this was Sargon's day, and you kind of made it into a joke with your tweets. And I'm not 100% not making that up. I'm not like that. That's literally
I know.
These people. They're friendly to Sargon. They're very close to Sargon. They said you made it into a joke, and they pretty much blamed you.
Okay.
Do you have any response to that?
Well, what is the question? Like they're
Well,
blaming
okay, so
me.
I guess the question that we've had on the stream was and of course you put this out, like this is not, a gotcha question. You put this out on Twitter, right? So
Yeah.
it's not us going at you. I mean, you did this, right? It's not.
I did this, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
you did this. Now,
I
so the
did
question is whether you did this of your own volition, and of course you can answer or decline as you would wish. But the question is, did you do this of your own volition, or did this have the go ahead of Sargon himself? Because a lot of people close to Sargon who are pro Sargon said that you made it into a joke, and my original take is, well, of course he wouldn't share that without Sargon's approval or his go ahead. And I guess you can answer that or not answer it.
I see. Well, I can neither confirm nor deny.
So it's yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't say no, I don't know. I mean,
You can interpret it any way you want to.
That's how I guess we're gonna interpret it. But what did he think of accomplishing by sending that tweet? I mean, it's retarded to think that just having a suit is awesome and cool. I mean, pretty much everyone owns a suit, multiple suits. It's not like some uncommon thing. And also, when you're bragging about something like that, and to look like complete buffoon with your tie too short, with fucking short sleeve shirt underneath, with his suit jacket was too long for him and not tailored, and his pants and jacket didn't match. I mean, the fuck was he thinking?
Well, as I said, I can neither confirm nor deny. You're just making assumptions.
So look, there's no way you would put that out without his go ahead, right? I mean, so the
Is
way
that really what you think?
But
oh
no,
my
but
god!
no, the people that were talking to me. By the way, these are people in that orbit. I cannot name them because I don't, I can't give away sources. But they're like, wow, V put this out. They turned Sargon's you turned Sargon's triumphant day into a fucking joke with these tweets, and it was his, it was his moment. And that you kind of made it into a joke, and they were blaming you. And my position was, of course, I mean, it was kind of turned into a joke, but my view was that you would have done that without the go ahead. You know what I mean? Without the go ahead, and of course, you don't really want to answer that. But
what type of organization do you think is being ran there?
No, but V,
tell me that I can do something that Sargon wouldn't like, and I'll do it. Just to prove that I don't need the go ahead.
No,
well,
the thing is.
I would just say I don't think he was probably too pleased with you apologizing to me. Like I don't think you're.
Well, as I understand, Count Dankula stole his phone, had his password figured out. Apparently, it's not a hard password.
I guess I won't say you're
Oh.
completely enthralled to Sargon.
You can play jokes on the man. It's not forbidden.
But the thing,
You probably shouldn't have said that one on the live chat.
Well, I'm just saying that it's possible. Okay, so I'm astonished that you would think that this type of organization, like, you wouldn't go around behind his back doing these things.
No, the
like,
thing.
Well, basically, what I'm asking, and I'll let. By the way, Sedan, I agree completely. Like, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is, and I guess I've already asked it, but did Sargon tell you to send that out, or did you say, hey, I see these tweets, I saw Jim's stream last night that had 15,000 people. This is your response. Can I put that out? You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah. My response is that I don't want to ruin the mystery, so I'll not confirm nor deny. People can believe whatever they want.
Okay.
Doesn't want to expose the
right.
liberalist secrets.
Go
liberalist
ahead.
secrets revealed.
Well, I just exposed them, didn't I?
A little bit.
You know what?
I
By
would
the
just
way,
say there
Jim.
are a lot of liberalists that think you fucked up. I mean, I'll just put that out there. There are liberalists that think you fucked up with that. I don't really care. I think it's hilarious, and I'm glad you did it. Believe me, because you gave us a whole.
You know what hurt?
You gave us a whole show last night, so I want to thank you publicly. I think it was great, and I hope you do more. But I would just say there are people within your own orbit who thought that was not a good play.
No, I understand. They can DM me. We can have a talk. But I want to say something to Jim. I know he's watching. He hurt my little heart yesterday. He hurt my little heart. I tweeted that at him, and then he said, I thought V was shit posting, but this is true. He doubted me. Why did you doubt me, Jim? There was a tear running down my cheek as I saw that you do not believe in what I have to say. You thought I was lying to you. You should be ashamed. Shame on you, Jim.
Well, so I have
it's coming back to me. I'm sorry.
I have two things. First thing is, the reason why everybody thinks that Sargon told you to do this is, one, you've done this before, right? You've gotten Skype messages from Sargon to send to Jim personally through your Twitter. So this sends precedent, right? So you've done it before, and that's why people think he told you to do it. And the other thing is, have you seen? I don't know if it's real or not, but there's Facebook posts of Sargon saying he's leaving the Liberalists and only being in part of like one or two groups now.
No, I don't think he was actually in any groups. I think he started the movement. It's like, this is the idea of what you need to do if you want to be a activist for classical liberalism. And the only group that he started was his Discord server. Every other group that was started was by other people anonymously without any context to Sargon.
Now, another question. We watched a little bit of Sargon at the EU Parliament yesterday. It didn't seem to be. First off, his suit was ridiculous. Like, his suit was very bad. Not that I'm, the fashionista. Mr. Blackwell, to use an old term, who very few who are watching this actually know what I'm talking about. Not that I'm, the fashionista of the internet, but his suit was very ill-fitting, especially to make that point about Jim that he doesn't even own a suit, and then you look at him and it was a bad look. I guess is what I'm getting at. It's just the whole, what, you don't even own a suit, Jim? I just think that was off key. Even some people who don't like Sargon, and I've liked him in the past, but had that not all came out, I'm not saying I would celebrate his visit or anything, but I would look at it and say, oh, okay, you know what? He's there at the European Parliament. He's doing something. You know what I mean? He's putting something out there.
Yeah, I mean that's why I.
Yeah, I mean even now with all the shit talking, say, okay, you know what? He was doing something, but he just seems so, I guess, pompous would be the word. Like, you don't even own a suit, Jim. Like, what was even the point of that?
Don't you think that this is exactly what Jim would want to hear in order to be happy?
It's what I wanted to hear.
Like a little bit tailored, just a little bit tailored for Jim.
I think he's very happy about it. I just don't think it's for the right reasons that Sargon would like. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we coined him a new nickname.
Why do you assume he doesn't like it?
I
mean, he likes being called Sargon of Applebee's.
I mean, you're assuming that he doesn't have a sense of humor. You're assuming he doesn't watch the kill stream. You're assuming he doesn't laugh at jokes.
Okay, well,
to be honest, he is the punchline.
I don't think he. You're telling me he watches the kill stream? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, nothing's stopping him. Nothing's stopping him from coming on the kill stream, right?
Again.
Yeah, but what happened last time he went on a stream with a gentleman by the name of Nya?
Who?
See, you don't know the gentleman, but I bet you know his stream. I cut out. Okay, so a gentleman by the name of Caitlin Nya. What happened when Sargon went on that?
You're saying when he was saying white nigger this and white nigger that?
I mean, so
but
what?
Whose fault is that? Like,
it's his fault. But look, if the guy can't control himself, wouldn't it be better that he's not exposed to the environment?
I'm just. So you have to play goalkeeper for him to keep him from saying dumb stuff. How is he going to run for anything if he can't control himself? If he's going around.
I don't think the journalist is going to talk with that like Caitlin Yaw.
I would just say this.
Are you saying that the venue matters? Is that what you're trying to argue?
Yeah, of course, the venue matters.
Look, the invitation has been open. He's been on this show before. Actually, when he was on this show, you were on the show at the same time, and this was years ago. before we had 2,000 people watching us, there was, I don't know, 200 or 300 watching us. And the invitation is still open. I don't think he'll take it, but you know what? It's still open, you know, if he wants to actually show.
And this is him, right? It's not me. With me, you can talk about anything. But if you want to talk with him about his ideology and stuff like that, I think he would come. But if you're just going to talk about his personal life, you know,
we have fun with all the look, dude, we make fun of my own personal life, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, there's really nothing off limits on this show. I laugh at myself. I have a lot of shit to laugh about. The chat laughs at me as well. I have no problems with that. If he came on the show, would we have some jokes? Would we do that? Of course. The main things I would like to have him on the show to do, and I told him this personally, would be one, you know, talk about what you're doing, of course, you know, your channel and what your current thrust is. The next would be, I would have a few questions of my own, and then to take questions from the audience. That's really all I ever had in store.
Well, I'll pass that message on to him.
Yeah, it's nothing more than that, and you know, that's still the same thing, and we would still have him. And of course, you know, the whole Metokur versus him thing has been laid down as well. And he tried to say that that's not in his mind. I know Metokur is on record as saying he would like to have a conversation with him on this show.
I would love to see a conversation between him and Metokur.
Well, yeah, that's been accepted already on one end. I don't know if he's interested in that or not, but yeah, as much fun at his expense as we've had on this show. If he came on this show as a guest, I would treat him fairly. I would not, you know, try to make, you know, a joke out of it. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna come, but I'm just putting it out there.
I'll pass it out.
I'm just putting it out there that if he
I'll pass it out to him.
I'm just putting it out there that if he did come, I would treat it seriously, and I'm not. It's not a joke. See Jim in the chat. He says kill stream exclusive. The offer is there. Him and Jim. I mean, maybe there can be some type of, I don't know about reconciliation, but some type of understanding there. You know what I mean? Like he seems really bitter towards Metokur. Like I don't even understand why.
I know why he is bitter towards Metokur.
Okay,
but I don't know why Metokur is bitter towards him. Well,
tell us why he's bitter.
Yeah, then. He's well, two things. But actually, one I shouldn't say. I'll only say it if Metokur is here because I want.
Well, I mean, Metokur's in the chat. I mean, he's here in the chat right now. But
okay, Metokur, can we talk about the DMs I sent you? I believe 6 months ago or something like that. If you're fine with me talking about them, then we can go through that.
All right. Well, I'm looking at the chat. I would expect that Metokur's probably okay with it, but we'll see.
Well, actually, you can.
Well, what about while we wait?
He said 6 months ago.
He said 6 months ago.
So
6 months ago, which ones? Yes.
It was on the We Was Metokur account, which is now banned, so I can't really see at the exact time. But it's basically him talking about the IBS community.
All right. While we wait for the answer on that, what was the other?
He made it public, didn't he? I think it was on the Louis stream. He said that he thinks Metokur is a coward because he doesn't like the thing with Metokur is really good at agitprop, like agitating the crowd, and he doesn't understand why he's not agitating people towards any goal.
But why is he angry at him in the first place, though? That's what I don't understand. Why?
That's why I disagree with him. That's why I disagree with him, and I keep telling him it's like, if Metokur wants to do entertainment, let him not do entertainment.
There's no point in that. Like, why are you anyway? Here's Jim in the chat. He says, "Okay, what about it?"
All right. So the reason he is more recently upset, because I think he went past the fact that Metokur does his own thing. There are some leaked DMs.
Okay, now wait a minute. V, are you okay with going on with Mr. Metokur?
Yeah, of course. I actually asked you to have him here so I can.
Okay. Well.
We're switching to Hangouts, so give us a sec.
We're gonna switch to Hangouts. Wow.
While Ralph does that, do you want to know my theory on why Sargon's mad?
I would like it, yeah.
It's because he's in love with Jim. I said it yesterday. I'll keep saying it. I'm pretty sure.
Love.
I'm pretty sure he's in love with him. You remember that drunk ass stream that he did when he left and came back?
Okay,
You can't tell me he's in love with him.
Give me a sec. God damn it. I copied the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get it right. Oh, there we go. I'm the first one in there. So what I'm gonna do is first off turn off my camera. It's not even facing at me, it's facing against the wall, but I will send it first off, I'll put it in the chat. It's already in the chat for the co-host. V, I'll send it to you. You already sent it to V?
Through Discord, so it's in your
okay.
DMs.
So I will send it to Mr. Metokur myself. If I can load up this shit. Here we go. Wow.
All right, so leaving Discord and joining the Hangout.
Yeah, go ahead and join the Hangout. Make sure I got it. There we go. There's the Hangout, Jim. I just sent it to you.
All right, we're all here.
All right, we'll quit. I'll go ahead and quit the Discord. Let me see. I think we're all here. Besides Jim, we're waiting on him. Let me. There we go. There it is on the screen. Holy shit.
Ah, there we go.
There
Hello,
we go,
Jim.
Jim. Go ahead.
I liked your previous avatar more.
Well, Hal is a great guy. So what DMs now? Because I can't access the fucking account. I'm suspended.
Yeah, me neither. So this is annoying. I can pinpoint the date. It's when you were making the videos about the pedophiles.
Well, no, just tell me what they're about, and then I'll remember what you're talking about. Which particular set of DMs?
Okay, so first let's confirm if the DMs are real or not, because I sent them to you and you didn't confirm or deny them. It's basically a leak, a DM leak between you and someone else, and you are explaining why you are helping the IBS community, where you say that you don't like streaming, but you're willing to eat shit and go on streams if it means pissing off the liberalists.
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Yeah, they got really fucking angry when IBS started getting popular. I'd say about a month into it. Once Worski started streaming with JF, once Tonka started doing it with Failure, it was like every day where people, and it was the usual suspects. I mean, you had Kraut and all of them, of course. You had the Jeff Holidays. You had the short fat otakus. Everybody was whining about it. Even the quartering was whining about it. Oh my, Karen from fucking the Money Badgers was whining about it. IBS is going to get people killed. IBS is horrible. This is terrible. This needs to end. Like, and I fucking love that. So, and it wasn't that I said I'd go on streams to eat shit. It said I wouldn't harp too much on certain issues and just kind of take more of a backseat thing, because I'm not going to try to sink something that was pissing other people off that much. That doesn't work out for me.
Yeah, but you were also saying at the time that you just don't care. You're not involved in anything. And then you come out saying that you just wanted to anger the liberalists. So you are willing to go on streams even if you don't like it.
No, the person you're talking about Zoom, and this is when I was setting up the stream. Ralph was on that one. Worski was on that one. And their main complaint, or the complaint they came to me with, was, oh, we've got all these issues with Tonka. We've got all these issues with like Andy Worski. They're doing this, this, and this. Why don't you ever talk about it? And I was basically responding and saying, I'm not going to start picking apart shit and IBS myself because it pisses these idiots off so much. But I'm more than willing to set up a stream if you guys
basically
want to
saying
come
you were
on.
going to be the umpire, right? I mean, that's kind of how you set it up, right? Like,
well, that was pretty much
maybe not a full umpire, but you were going to give the forum. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, I told all the participants the same thing. I said, if you want to put up a video, try not to fucking have docs in it. If you want to bring up screen, that was basically the one rule. Is just don't dox each other, and I'm not going to fucking interfere, and you can all scream at each other. I don't give a shit.
And it was a complete cluster. Now, it wasn't my idea to go on, but I was there kind of as an ancillary character.
Yeah, you and Worski were kind of ancillary characters. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, V.
But I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, I mean, that's real. We had that conversation. I confirmed this to you when you asked me about it and said, is this real or not? And I told you everything I laid out in that is exactly what I thought. I thought Sargon is not as clean as he wants to come off. I'll just say it openly. I don't think Sargon is as honest or clean as he wants to come off as. I think he's dirty. I think the candid shit, he was dirty. I think that he likes to send out his little capos to do his bidding for him, like Short Fat Otaku and other faggots, because he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. And I don't trust him. And when I hear him make statements on stream where he says, I'll lie if it's convenient for me. I mean, this is a guy that wants to run for political office, right? He has a political ambition. Well, what is he expecting is going to happen when somebody in the press pool comes up and says, so can you comment on the white niggers? Can you comment on saying that you'll lie when it's convenient for you? Or here's a better one, V. We know that you have an association with a YouTuber by the name of Matt Jarbo. Well, recently information came out that Matt Jarbo may or may not have allegedly tried to rape a teenage girl behind a church at knife point. Do you disavow that person or do you stand by them? Why are you commenting on Matt Jarbo's videos? You talk about the Rotherham rapes, but you don't disavow Matt Jarbo. Is that because the people in Rotherham were a little darker than Matt? Is that it? And does that play into the white nigger mentality?
Well, let's go through the accusations. So first of all, this is the reason. I believe Ralph asked me why Sargon is mad at Jim.
I did, but I also asked you specifically, and I mean, Jim's here now. Like,
yeah,
why even put that out there? I mean, Sargon had to have told you to put that out there, right? Like,
I can neither confirm nor deny.
So
but let's go through the accusations.
That means yes. But go ahead.
Okay. So you asked me why is Sargon upset at Jim? Well, if you try to start the movement and you get DMs with this person that you used to interact with and is doing his best to try to fuck your movement, or at least that's how it's coming off as.
If you go read the DMs and if you read them, you'll literally see what it says is the reason I didn't fuck around with IPS or turn around and fire at them, that kind of thing. The reason I was hands off with that was because it pissed liberalists off. And I just gave you like 8 examples of liberalists that it pissed off. But IBS as an entity wasn't trying to stop your political movement. There wasn't a motivation among them. It made you mad. That's what I liked. That's why I was hands off with it. That's why I enjoyed it. Because it pissed people off so much. So you had the Short Fat Otakus and the Quarterings and everybody else that seemed to always be in Sargon's sphere of influence coming around. There's that picture of Sargon where he's the Grim Reaper going door to door to door. And it's really weird when something is created and is doing pretty well and seems to have some momentum going, all the fucking sudden the skeptics show up. And if they can't co-opt it, they try to kill it. And they kill it with that concern trolling shit of, oh my God, IBS is so terrible. And oh my God, it's so racist. And oh my God, how can
wasn't that Karen Strong who made those accusations? Because I don't think Sargon, myself, or Short Fat Otaku made the accusations that it's getting people killed.
I don't, I'd have to go through Short Fat Otaku's tweets and I'd have to look through his shit, but I don't know. I don't want to piss off some guy that's got 8 times the level of testosterone in his fucking ovaries as what I've heard Allison Prime has going. So that's a fucking thing I'll have to table for another time. But what I'm saying
let's go back to the accusations, because you said that Sargon is willing to lie. I believe the context of the stream was that he knows that the kill stream is not the kill stream. Sorry, the Kumate is not outright. Yeah, it's not outright. He knows that.
Yeah.
And the idea was if someone comes up to him and says that the Kumate is outright, will he correct that person? It's not that he would lie that the Kumate is outright. Would he correct someone that he knows is wrong about the Kumate?
Oh, so no. Let me have my little interaction with me. So yeah, he's fine with propagating misinformation when it's beneficial to him, when it's politically expedient. So who the fuck's going to elect a guy to office when he basically will tell you openly, it's politically expedient for me not to give you the truth or make sure that you have the truth, only what serves my purposes. Who the fuck's going to go put a ballot in the box for that?
Well, a lot of people in his camp, including myself, were really upset at the way he answered that. But afterwards, when he apologized, many other people, including Tonka, said, well, that's fair enough. So it's up to you to decide if you are willing to accept his apology or not.
Oh, I'm just, it's like, okay, you want to know when you tweeted the suit thing at me? I really did think you were fucking around because I was like, there's no way he'd write something like that.
Tear on my cheek, Jim.
There's no way he'd write something like that because it comes off as so childlike, right? It's like, I have a suit. I'm a big boy now. It's so kid-like that it's almost adorable.
Well, you do have an avatar with a suit.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing: is that's how I feel like he's trying to approach this kind of like veer off into politics. Was like this childlike wonderment of it, and I don't think he appreciates what politics is. And when you're in the arena, the real arena, these people are going to fuck his ass on television with every single quote he's ever said. And you can, hand wave away a lot of it. You can say, oh, well, he's dealing with SJWs, and you can explain to the voters what an SJW is and why they call everybody a Nazi. But then you're still left with shit where he's saying, I lie when it's convenient. You're still left with shit where he's calling people white niggers and saying you need to act like white people. And I don't care how slick a politician you may think you are, that's enough to pretty much kill anybody's political ambitions. And it's just that sort of shit haunts you. And it's just weird watching him fumble around doing this. And like with this like childlike wonderment. So yes, when you sent those, it was at Discord, I guess, the Discord messages. I was like, there's no way he would really write this kind of shit. There's fucking no way.
I still need an apology because you doubted me. That still hurt. That they were legit. They were.
Yeah. So you're saying on the record they were legit.
Yeah, they were legit.
So wait. So they were legit. I already assumed that they were. What's stopping him from coming on here now?
Well, I'll talk to him.
I guarantee you, he's watching this show right now. I mean, there's
I'm pretty sure he isn't.
I don't believe that.
Ralph, we're suitless. Of course, he's not watching.
Although you do have a suit, Jim. But I have a question for Jim because this one is quite bewildering. So, on many occasions, you said that the Louis stream was a trap. I mean, the way I view it is that Louis
absolutely 100% was. Yes, Louis LeVay is a dick sucker of Sargon. Louis LeVay is in love with Sargon. Louis LeVay. Okay, let's the way this transpired.
Let me ask the question.
I'm going to give you my answer first. Then you can adjust your question if I haven't satisfied you. I get a message from who do I get a message from? Oh, the Quartering, telling me, hey, Louis LeVay wants you to come onto his stream. That's all I get told. I was like, all right, whatever. I've never really interacted with the Quartering. I didn't know much about him at the time. I go onto Louis' stream. Louis wants to talk to me about why the liberalist stuff and why making jokes about Sargon, because I had posted the Murdoch clip of Sargon needs more dopamine, which is funny as shit. And what do I see immediately in the fucking chat is Sargon running his fucking mouth. So here you have Louis LeVay and Quartering, both, admirers and friends of Sargon, and there's Sargon in the chat, and Louis telling me, oh, no, it's just, I just wanted to have this conversation with you. I'm not fucking 5 years old, V. And this, I know, like, you guys have this habit of running around being like, can you prove it? Can you prove it? Can you give me proof? We're adults, okay? We don't need the shit spelled out in black and white to be able to see what's going on plainly and to fucking interpret the events.
Well, I have two things to add to that. Number one, when I came on the kill stream with accusations, I was asked for proof, couldn't prove it. I apologize. But the second thing, I'll tell you how the story really happened. I remember you started first mocking Sargon's idea of starting a movement. So Louis makes the stream, talks about your tweets, eventually asks you on, you come on, you're demolishing Louis to the point where, Sargon was in the chat, didn't like what's happening and asked to come on. And you were asked if Sargon can come on. Now you say that this was a trap. Like the trap was
Sargon. Okay, wait. Why doesn't Sargon like what's happening? If it's Louis' stream, why does Sargon? See, that's a weird thing.
Because he wasn't able to defend the arguments. He was doing a bad job.
No, but the way you make it sound, Sargon didn't like how it was going, so now he wants to get involved. So his capo's not doing well, so here comes the stepfather. Is that what you're saying?
If you would put out a movement and one of your friends would defend it and he would give bad arguments, wouldn't you want to step in and say, hold on? Like it was a one day, the thing happened.
I don't start movements. I mean, I was a part of a movement when Matt started, but I think we've all seen how that turns out.
But my question is, like, what was the trap? The discussion between you and Sargon? Like, were you trying to avoid that discussion and you viewed it as a trap? Like, you facing Sargon on the Louis stream?
No, this is hey, we're not going to tell you what this is even about, bring you on, and then, hey, this is what this is about, and oh, by the way, let me bring on, Sargon's going to start cheerleading from the comment section with his little snipes. So that's why I said, well, if you're going to just sit in the comments and snipe, why don't you actually come on yourself?
So you're the one who invited them.
You just told me that he was watching in the
Yeah,
chat.
and
He
it's all-
didn't like
yeah.
how it went, so I didn't invite him into the chat. He knew the stream was going on. How do you know the stream was going on?
Right. So I just want to clarify because it happened a couple of months ago. You're saying that
This,
he was
this
in
happened
the
like
chat.
6 months ago, but yeah, go ahead.
6 months ago.
No,
So he was in
more
the
like
chat,
7
and
months
you
ago,
said.
yeah.
Well, you
I
want
mean,
you want
we
the
can rewatch the stream.
It was January. It was January.
No, wait,
Yeah.
wait. You want the deepest lore here? Why don't we
Please.
talk about the, it is kind of weird. We could rewatch the chat, could we? Oh, no, wait, we can't because Louis took the video down to erase the chat and then put
Hey.
it back up, didn't he?
Put copyright strikes on other people who upload.
Yeah, and then people are saying the times don't add up. There's a longer version and Louis is kind of edited. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny this, but it seems
Oh,
like
you
it's
weren't
suspect.
there. Like, what was edited out? Because I was asleep when the stream
You want me
happened.
to remember an hour and a half long conversation from 6 months ago? I mean,
Okay,
I am
that's
pretty
fine now.
amazing.
But
no
you
doubt
would
about it.
remember if something important was removed. Like, if something important was removed, you'd probably remember it, like the week after.
Or hey, we wouldn't be able to see Sargon bitching in the comments continually, would we? That might look bad for him. So you got to pull that
No,
line.
but I confirmed it. I confirmed it. Sargon was bitching in the comments. You were there. You confirmed it. I mean,
Dude, just bring Sargon on. What the fuck? I know he's watching this right now. Just bring him on.
no, he's not watching it.
I don't
I
believe
can
it.
see because you get the red dot on the disc.
he has suits he needs tailored. Ralph,
This is ridiculous. You know Jim. You know he's watching this. Like, I just come on. Like, what?
Well, I don't. At this point, I don't really care. It'll be a kill
Well,
stream.
yeah, no.
It'll be a kill stream exclusive. I promise you, Ralph. I promise I will make one. Just because you're angry, he won't come on your stream. So I said I'd only do it here.
That's the exclusive. Okay, so if it ever happens,
it's a fucking exclusive. But we're getting off track. Okay, so that
Go
you
ahead, go ahead.
said there were two reasons. V. The one I guess you're saying is because I enjoyed watching IBS make Sargon mad. What was the other one?
Well, it was the fact that you were fucking with his movement. That's what made it.
Is it even his movement? I mean, who starts a political party and then joins another political party?
But that's the thing.
We're gonna be liberalists. This is what we stand for. By the way, I'll be back in a couple months. I'm gonna go join UKIP.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're misinformed. It wasn't a political party. It was a movement for activism for classical liberalism. Like, he actually says this on his video.
Okay. Well, I'm misinformed, but it still looks silly. Doesn't
Well,
it?
no, if you create a movement for, I don't know, like what activism happens today, like let's say you're for PETA, right? And then you decide to join a political party, that it's not inconsistent. You can still do activism for PETA while inside politics.
Okay, this is we'll side table that. I will agree to disagree on this conversation. But what was the other one though? What you
Oh,
said
I think he confronted you, or at least on the Kumate he said it. The fact that he doesn't like that you're not doing your agitprop for political means and you're doing it for entertainment.
Well, no, better question, Ralph. How could he have confronted me on the Tonka's morning show when he had 17 stipulations about what could be talked about, who could be there, how long it would go for?
Well, I mean,
else was allowed.
Yeah, no, that's a good. Well, I know why that happened, because last time when he was on Baked Alaska and he spoke with Andrew Anglin, the moderator there dogpiled him. Like, he invited 3 or 4 other people. He was arguing against 7 people, I believe, and then I came in. So he didn't like those types of tactics.
And yeah, by the way, I see chat. I was muted. I mean, I really didn't say anything that important other than.
Oh, now that people are spamming F. Did you get pulled down? Is
No. I'm still good. I'm still good. All I said was, there was nothing stopping him. Like, he made these stipulations on his own, and we've had fun with him on this show. But if he showed up as a an honest participant, I'm not gonna try to make him look bad. I mean, he can do that on his own.
As I said, I'll try to make it happen. I really want to see Jim and Sargon
But
go.
you understand, and I said this earlier. The last time you were on here, well, not the last time, but within the last 3 or 4 times you were on here, you said, I'm going to tell Sargon not to come on because he calls everybody white niggers, and I can't let him on here. He's going to make himself look bad. Like, you said that publicly.
Yeah, but now he's in UKIP. He's got a membership. The issue was discussed with the people at UKIP. So,
well, I mean,
I think it's.
Wait. Okay, now see, that's another dumb thing. He shouldn't be letting people like you make statements like that. I just want to clarify. Are you telling me that UKIP was fine with Sargon of Akkad saying that people needed to act like white men?
No,
Like,
I said it was discussed.
Stop being white niggers. They've
No,
discussed it.
yeah, they
So
discussed it.
UKIP is aware of this.
Well, I think Sargon himself made the statement on one of his shows. He said that he's not allowed to use the N-word anymore. Like you will see that. You will see that whenever it comes to it, he uses the N-word.
Now, can we also say that Sargon had to publicly admit that everything I said about his membership in UKIP was true, right? I mean, he tried to say that I was making up shit and this wasn't the case, and you know, how dare you? And then he put out a video that stated everything I said was true.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
did.
it looked really weird. You know, like Jim came out earlier, said that we're adults, we don't need evidence. I mean, come on, it looked very weird.
Okay, it
that
can
a
look
member
weird,
of UKIP uses
but
the N-word.
everything he was saying about me, and he tried to, I mean, look, I hate to use the slander word, but that's what he was trying to do.
Well, yeah, you guys can have all your different standards. I'm saying this is how I handle it. And in the end, Ralph was proved right twice.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's
were,
what I'm saying.
you were wrong about Negro Joe, and you were wrong about the emails.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm saying, V, is if Ralph tells you the lottery numbers, go buy a fucking ticket.
But the thing is, like, he made the video where he said that you're right. So what is the question?
Well, I will say this. He put up a video on his secondary channel. He didn't update the original video. You know, it's all about ethics, right? He didn't put any clarification there. I will say he did put out the secondary video, but the original still stands. And you know, if you're all
those
about
aren't
ethics,
my standards, is what I'm saying.
well,
But what about,
look, we're talking about Sargon. Yeah, I'm not saying that those are your standards. I'm saying by his own standards, by his own ethical standards, he fell short. Is what I'm
Yeah,
getting
I
at.
don't think
And look, I don't want to divert it into that. We can take it into that all day long. But yeah, that's true.
So I got lost. So what was the second reason?
Well, he confronted with you on Louis Leva's stream. I remember now, like when he called you a coward for not doing agitprop towards political gains, whatever that they may be.
Yeah, and I guess my response to him then, and my response to anybody bringing that up now would be, it's fucking YouTube. Why don't I see liberalists or skeptics running up to Markiplier and demanding that he join politics? Hey, you've got 1 million people in your audience. Markiplier, stop doing Let's Plays. Hey, One's Plays, stop doing Let's Plays. You need to join a political party and start agitating for the common good, or you're a fucking coward if you don't.
No, I agree with you on this. Like, you should make content on whatever you want to make it. I think why he said it is because you used to do more politics. Like, your video against the EU was quite eye-opening, and it came up way before, you know, Brexit, and then all the conversation happened. Your video with the Tale of Two Accounts, I believe you make quite a lot of interesting videos that you got this charm, I guess, in explaining something that takes 30 minutes to explain in just 10 seconds. And that's why he basically thinks you're a coward, that you don't want the fame or some shit. I don't know. I don't agree with him on that at all.
I have no interest in politics, and I have no interest in being a political guy. I have no interest in playing the game and dancing the dance, and it's foolish to think that somebody with my history, especially online, wouldn't be more damaging than I would good. You know, it's kind of like when white nationalists say, hey, Jim, why aren't you full on ethno-nationalists? Well, do you want the guy that's fucking an Asian chick to be backing your movement? Isn't that going to make you look like assholes?
Well, do they have a lot of people like that? I mean, would you be the only one? Would you be the odd one out?
I'm talking for myself. So you want me to go?
Well, hold on. What if you're Asian? Like, you play StarCraft, you play Brood War, you seem to have a high IQ. Like,
V, you want me to go march in the streets and do the politics thing? And again, when you're in the real world of politics, the nigger clips and the kike jokes and the faggot statements, they all come back in because your political opponents aren't retarded.
Yeah, I agree with you with that. But the thing is, you know what's different about the UK compared to the United States?
Well, the men are cucks.
Well, that too, because if you read the news, you'd see that because of fear of being called racist, police allowed over 10,000 girls to get raped by Muslim rape gangs. So maybe people should say nigger more often. Maybe if this is the price for political correctness, if this is the price to not be viewed as racist, then maybe it's not worth it.
I'm not British, V.
But we're talking about you're talking about a person who does British politics. So, apply to that country. It has different potential that you can use against your opponent.
Yeah, I think the only solution for Europe and a lot of places is violence. I've openly stated that.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I know, because you don't want to go on record as that smart. See, now if you kept your fucking mouth shut when it came to other things, you'd probably be a lot better off. But yeah, I will openly state I think violence is a solution for many of the problems that the world is facing at the moment.
Yeah, no, I can neither confirm nor deny. I will repeat what I said the first time.
Well, the platform is open for Sargon to show up, but
yeah, as I said, I'll talk to him. I'll see if I can. I want to see the debate between Sargon and Jim.
I don't know if I want to. I mean, I don't own a big boy suit, right? it would be awkward. And I'm not used to going on smaller streams like Sargon does, because mine are kind of like, they're 20,000 people, so it'd be weird stepping down to a smaller audience.
So you want Sargon on your channel, is what you're saying?
No, because they'd probably be bored. They'd be like, "Who is this?" Maybe we could host it on the Kill stream.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I don't promise anything. I don't mind control the man, but I'll do my best to try to get him to come on.
We'll see.
Okay, it sounds good.
Yes. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, we'll see. V, do you have anything else, or?
No, just thanks for having me, and thanks for coming on, Jim.
Yeah, take it easy, V.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jim. You're still here, right?
Oh, gee. It was led by a very brave Applebee's waiter. But apparently the EU just wasn't interested in his recommendation of appetizers. So that didn't really go over that well. Go to make a grand speech about saving the internet. 2 days later, the internet's destroyed. I don't know how that happened. He was literally doing pan-European politics, and he was wearing a suit. So you would think that would be the solution, but apparently not. I guess they'll take a recommendation on the frittatas, but not on freedom. But thank you, based Applebee's Waitron, for trying to save the day on that one.
Somebody sent me a thing, and they said, "What? Sargon is plotting a stream. Here you go, Ralph. Why don't you check this out? It looks like he's gonna try to dox Jim here in a couple days." So I looked, and let me see. I guess I could pull that up. Hold on. It's actually up right now. Hello Jim is the name of the stream, and that's not an actual photo of Jim. That's some boomer photo that Sargon found. Now he links to alleged docs in the description already. I actually think that docs is most likely incorrect, but still, it's not a good look for ethical Sargon. I thought he was all about the ethics. Apparently not, and apparently Jim's really been getting on his nerves lately. I don't know what to say, but what I will do is I'll go ahead and bring in the co-host. Like I said, there's an awful lot to talk about. Another topic came up right before stream time, and we'll talk about that as well. Let me make the screen visible. We're actually doing Hangouts tonight. And I said, Sargon flat out seems to be claiming he's going to dox Mr. Metokur on stream in 2 days. Links to Kiwi Farms, plus more in the description. But he's not mad, you guys. He barely even thinks about Jim. He's clearly, guys, he's not mad.
Have a suit. What happened to pan-European politics?
Yeah, I thought he was too busy to lower himself to discuss stuff like this.
I guess it's turned into pansexual European politics.
I think that's close. Oh, wait, here goes a good meme from Scratch Point. Let me pull that up, too. I think this about says it all right here. Oh, wait. Here it is. Sargon, Mr. Metokur. Is this literally pan-European politics? Oh, poor
Dude, that one by Scratch Point is pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's great, actually. Sargon, you know, on one hand he's despicable, but on the other hand, he never fails to give us material. So I have to thank him for that. But anyway, so I was tweeting out about it. Of course, the whole Twitter sphere was going nuts about it. By the way, I'm gonna read the super chats here in just a moment. I'll take a story break in just a moment because they're pouring out. Appreciate it. Everybody was talking about it basically. So Tonka saw, who I like, by the way, and who actually, you know, helped put us on this channel. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about the guy. He says, just to be clear, Jim can show people's faces and identities on his streams, and that is totally kosher. But if Sargon does the same in his stream, it's some kind of massive injustice we should rally to. At least pretend to be consistent, for fuck's sake, you people. Now, I don't know if he was referring to me specifically. I feel like I should, you know, I had been calling it out, so I kind of figured I should respond. So I said this. I said he can dox, he being Sargon. Sargon can dox whoever he wants. I don't care about doxing. I said that on your show, my show, everywhere. What I do care about is hypocrisy. This is a person who talks about ethics, claims to be anti-doxing the works. If he actually doxes Jim, it's a massive contradiction. And then my follow-up tweet, I said, and he's already linking to alleged dox in the description, so he's pretty much, that ship has already sailed, is what I'm getting at. So that was my position. There was a little back and forth there. Then something else happened. After he said that, Metokur. Wait, let me make sure I get the timeline right. Oh man, there's so many back and forths. Let me see if I can get the first one. Hold on. Metokur responded basically. He says link it, and then he actually links the stream and says, now show me. And then this is the next tweet. He says, okay, well, you go back to being a bitter bitch then and complaining about Billy Hunters. Weird how you weren't complaining about them when you were getting super chats from them, though, huh? And Tonka had already responded, people will be linking you the timestamp. We'll be linking the timestamp to you if you generally forgot now that you posted it, but I'm not interested in holding your hand and showing you what you did on your own stream. Get real. And another thing Tonka said, this was the response to the first Metokur tweet that I just read. Yes, I was mocking them. So were you. We mocked them together. Go back to pretending you aren't everything you mock. And Metokur says, nah, I think instead I'll go back to running a stream that can pull actual viewers. That was a little... That was a body shot there. And then I said, you know, I'm cool with you both, but I guess I wouldn't be doing my job unless I suggested a discussion right here on the kill stream. Right? I mean, that's, you have to
right.
Yes.
No, it would be for the best if both of them came on. I know that Jim said he's willing to.
Yeah, so Jim did come out, and I assume that he most likely would. Said that. By the way, Gator you've been saying that for a while. You haven't played that in a while.
I haven't played that in a long time. It feels good to use it again.
That was right on time, sir. Anyway, Jim came out and said, yeah, you know, let's do it. Actually, he didn't say it quite like that. He said, well, Ralph, you know, I love being a guest on a stream, especially a stream that pulls actual viewers. Maybe Tonka will agree to go as well. It'll be a treat for him. He'll get to see what it's like when people are actually watching for once.
Jesus.
That was a little was a little spicy. Again, I like both these guys. I'm just recounting this stuff here. I tried to set up the debate. Blood sports, whatever you want to call it, discussion, a parlay. And Das Pooch says that war plan purple Twitter that Wild Smile thinks is Sargon seems very friendly with Piss Rat and being smug as fuck. Yes, I noticed that as well. They're clearly Shit Rat's clearly working in tandem with Sargon and his goons. I mean, is there any doubt about that?
Yeah, this takes all the crowd stuff and pretty much practically confirms that hashtag Sargon knew.
Look at our chat, by the way, for a spicy tweet.
Oh. That Shit Rat?
Oh, there you go.
Now this is
fucking confirmed.
I told you not to incur my wrath, Jim. Enjoy the internet war. Well,
Yeah, so that pretty much confirms it that Shitrat is working in tandem with Sargon.
This is a straight bitch.
Yep. And by the way, I wanted to bring this up before, but this thing of Sargon doing this isn't new. He did the same thing about CRP. Remember that whole video he made on CRP?
Yeah, basically it was just a recap of a Kiwi Farms thread. Yeah.
And who was the one that posted CRP's docs on Kiwi? It was people from Kraut's Discord.
Yes.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah, it's it activates the old almonds, I have to say. All right. Let's continue. Jim did respond to that fit and burn.
Hello, is
Oh,
this Men's Warehouse? I
Yes,
need to
it
get
is.
fitted for a suit.
You're gonna like the way
you look. I
know.
guarantee it.
I'm so excited. Sunday is going to be so much fucking fun.
This is like
my
gym
God.
week. Holy fuck.
Oh, I love shit like this. It's going to be enjoyable.
What is Sargon thinking exactly?
I don't know.
This is exactly what you want. Like, I don't.
All the little capos have come out to play. I'm having a great time. I got Tonka speding out on me on Twitter. Apparently, he's not coming on. Is that the final decision?
He told me he wasn't. We're here. I started the hangout just in case, and.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, no, he's trying to say I doxed him on the.
Yes.
I don't even know what the stream was called. The Spurgout stream, the 7-hour stream of yelling.
Yes.
Where everybody basically went into a coma by the fucking end of it. No, I laid out the ground rules pretty much for everybody. The one explicit rule was just don't dox each other. Make your videos, get your screen caps, put all the shit together.
And you sent me those ground rules.
The only, one of the only ones that had like a name and a face and everything all attached was Zoom's. And he was the one that spoke up about it and was like, do you want me to end the stream? Because I told everybody, if shit starts flying and you want it ended, just say something. The stream dies right there. And Zoom said, no, I don't care. Go ahead. Play it. That was the pedo one. You know what I'm talking about? The audio clip from that. It's like up on another source.
Now,
but I don't know how he's laying that at my feet, but all I know is for like the last that people have been sending me clips off and on of him like taking like these passive aggressive snipes at me. I don't know if he's just like a bitter ex-girlfriend or something or what's going on. Like, complaining about Billy Hunters. Oh my God, Billy Hunters. And trying to lay it like the Bloodapalooza thing at my feet and say that was, oh, well, Jim hyped it up. That's why it sucked. No, Jim didn't host that fucking stream. That wasn't on Jim's channel. Jim didn't make money off of that. Jim didn't make merchandise for that. Jim didn't promote that. That was a Tonka Saw stream. If that turned out bad, that's because you don't know how to run a stream. Maybe take some fucking responsibility for your programming. I mean, I'm watching the Ralph retort. Seems like you guys can handle it. I mean, you've got your shit set up, right? It's running smoothly, isn't it?
Doing pretty good, yeah.
But yeah, I guess he doesn't want to come on and talk. My feelings are hurt. But real gets that noggin jog and activates those almonds. Acorns are falling from the sky. I got the Dawn doing a stream on Sunday. Shitrat and Kraut and all the little YouTube academics are running around. And now here comes Tonka Saw to complain. And boy, he's been getting buddy with Kraut and them, hasn't he? And then he does his stream. Well, Jim got everything wrong. And he must be ignorant. And he doesn't understand anything. Well, you don't have proof that Kraut doxed anybody. Why don't you go look at the tweets Tonka was shooting out about Monday Matt flagging him when he had no proof about that? So, choke on the hypocrisy, asshole.
Yeah, and look, I would have loved to host the debate. I mean, I think it should have happened, but he didn't want to. He offered you a spot on the Kumite, I guess, was his response. He doesn't run on Gym Time, I think is what he said. And
are you Gym Time? This is not my stream, is it? This is a Ralph stream. Run on Ralph Time. So I don't know where that's coming from.
Well, I just thought it was perfect since you guys were going at it.
Yeah, I know you got to be political, Mr. Neutral. I understand the current situation you find yourself in, so I won't harp on this too much. He said his piece on the evil doxer, I guess, because wasn't up Zoom's ass 100% of the time for his 30-minute fucking video, even though people are sending me screen caps and videos from 100 different fucking sources. Sorry, I got to do better next time, I guess. Oh, wait, there's not going to be a next time because I'm going to just continue running streams that have fucking viewers. Sorry, Tonka.
What he said was, I guess there's, I was there. I kind of subconsciously blocked most of that stream out of my memory because it was It was legit. No, not even
Well,
exaggerating. It
you
was
and
hard to
Worski
get
had
through.
no reason
Yeah.
really to even be there, but I didn't know what the fuck's going to be talked about. So I wanted everybody to have an opportunity to show up. Because if somebody has something accused or if there's some bullshit that goes out, I wanted them to have a chance to say, no, that's not right. And here's why it's not right. And I mean, like the first 2 hours of that was the Backyards Blood Sports guys and then like Joakim. And then it went into Tonka and Zoom. And then after that, it was like Diogenes and him yelling a little bit. And then it kind of just tapered up. But it was like 7 hours.
Yeah, it was a marathon. But I guess what he's saying is, and I vaguely remember this. There's something, there's some video. I guess maybe it was part of Zoom's video where there's like a screenshot of his face or whatever, or some video when he was a wrestler or something.
If you remember the fucking Zoom video,
yes,
like there were about like 10 times in that video where he had to edit audio and go over and edit shit and say, Jim made me remove this because there's no doxing. Jim wants this removed because he's a pussy. So, you know, like it's clear that I told people just keep the shit out of your videos, make your points, whatever, fucking redact what you need to redact. What else am I going to do? I will also point this out. Before that stream, Joakim did a webcam share with me to show me who he is and to show that that wasn't him, that people were accusing him of being. And Tonka sent me pictures saying that, oh, yeah, this is really my family and stuff and, you know, all this stuff. I've never leaked any of that. None of that's ever come from me. So you want to pay me as this evil doxer. Well, I sure have a lot of docs that I never fucking did anything with, but I sure saw like 80 other fucking people take the shit that they were spreading around in their personal DMs and put it out for public consumption.
Yeah, I will say I don't think it's fair to like put that on you, really. I mean, you were just the host of the stream. If there was a video with his face in it, which I do seem to recall, to be fair, I mean, you were the host. You told everybody what to do. It's not like you made the video and put it out. You know what I mean? You're kind of the third party host. I mean, I guess you could.
That's fine. I love it. I want them to take their hardest shots at me. I want these fucking faggots, this group of retards, to take the hardest fucking shots they can at me, because I live for this shit.
Now,
And when I'm looking at a group of people assembled on the other side of me, and it's a bunch of fucking crazy hormone taking trannies and dick chopped academics and failed politicians and shit like that, then I know I'm doing something right. I live for this. I fucking live for this. Nothing makes me happier. So swing away, champ.
Now, what do you think Sargon has in store for the weekend?
I don't know. We'll find out when I stream snipe him. Ralph, you want to know how easy it is to read Sargon? Would you like to know what I did to him and how I know this is an ego thing for him?
I would.
Do you remember when V was on your stream? The very last thing I said to V before we went, he's like, "Well, maybe, mate, he'll talk to you or go on stream." And I told V, "Oh, I don't want to. I'm not going to go on Sargon stream. I don't go onto streams with people who can't pull the numbers I can." And then he said, "Well, he'll go on your stream." And I said, "No, nobody would know who he is, because I know that would piss his ego off." So the very next day when I did my EU stream, I pulled 13,500 people
in the middle of the day.
Right when my stream ended, Sargon streamed on his main channel of 800, 900,000 subs. Couldn't even crack 10,000. I know for a fact he did that because I hurt his ego. I know for a fact you can hear the depression in his voice as the stream numbers are going down before he ends his fucking stream on his main channel. So I'm going to stream snipe the shit out of you, Sargoy. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. I hope you have a great shit show prepared.
I fucking called it. I knew you were going to do that. I was like talking in the Discord earlier, and it was like when we saw fucking he put his videos up for 2 days beforehand. Like that's fucking weird as shit. Anyway, he's trying to hype it up.
It's exciting. It's fucking yeah. Oh, we got it's like the pre-show shit. You know what I mean?
And I was like, you know what Jim should do? He should just stream snipe him and get like triple his viewers instantly, quadruple probably.
Oh, is that a quadroon joke?
I don't know. It's just he keeps.
I don't know.
He's
Ralph.
not mad.
I mean,
He's not mad, man.
Well, Ralph. I mean, okay. Real talk. Okay, buddy. This is hard for me. All right. This is very emotionally upsetting. But the things that Sargon linked in his description, James Tristan is my real name. Sargon of Akkad, a member of the political party of UKIP, is retaliating against me for my political viewpoints and criticizing what their party was doing at the EU Parliament. I don't know why UKIP is targeting me for having a different political opinion from them, or why their representative is trying to exact revenge by putting my family in danger. Oh God!
We'll be all right, Jim. We'll get through this.
The name is James Tristan. Pray for me.
I feel sorry for that receptionist girl. Boy, her day is going to be ruined.
So many phone calls. The phone calls never end.
Hey, Jim, fire up those emails.
Why am I being politically retaliated against? I'm just a liberal. Why are the conservatives coming after me?
Threatening your family.
Is it because I believe in gay marriage? Is that why UKIP hates me? Nigel Farage, why are you attacking me with the full weight of your political party?
Just a humble YouTube man in there, trying to put their throat on your neck.
Okay, well, yeah, live and learn. Live and learn. Got to move past it, I guess.
So, do we know what is the exact time that Sargon said he's going? Let me look. I know it's Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Right?
I don't know. Look for when Applebee's closes and the shift is over.
Yeah, September 16th. Yeah, that's Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's 4:30 Central.
Oh, you prepare yourself. It's going to be fun. Because what I like to do is when people put stupid shit out about me, I don't say anything because I wait for a moment like this. And I know he wants to go over some Haberman stuff. And I can definitively, with evidence, prove that what he's going to bring up is going to be verifiably false. So this is going to be funny as fuck. You've activated my trap card, you waiter. What are you doing?
All this stuff is old too. Like, it's not like this is new material. I mean, maybe I saw David Shitrat. What did he say? He enjoy your internet war or something. He really thinks he's a big shot now, doesn't he?
No. To be fair to Shitrat, he's just fucking about. He's not legitimate. He's not outright saying this is a war we're going to. He's trying to banter. But no, it
boring,
is very...
and just how I speak is just disgusting.
Lauren.
Lauren?
But no, this will be fun. I really am I'm very actually excited for this. But Harmful Opinions was right. He tweeted out earlier. I thought Sargon said he was above drama streams. You can fuck with Sargon so hard. All you have to do is make fun of his suit. And this asshole will set up a stream 2 days ahead of time because he's angry. This is our future career politician. Can't take banter on the internet. Gets so ass mad when you make fun of his shitty, untailored suit. Oh, he's gonna flop in politics. What is he gonna do when a opponent decides to call him out on bad policies? Is he gonna do a stream on with a Kiwis Farm thread about them? Like, is that how he's gonna handle it?
Maybe MLK was wrong.
Maybe there, champ.
V was right on that. Like, he just can't contain himself. He's so bad at it. I have no idea how to survive fucking politics. Anybody says anything, he's gonna lose his shit.
Well, I don't know if I'm not really sure what the intention. I think I'll give him benefit of the doubt and say that maybe he's got a modicum of intelligence and this is just pre-show hype. But if he thought this was intimidating, God, was he wrong? Holy shit! I'm gonna stream snipe the fuck out of him, and my chat's gonna laugh at his chat. The Sweetie Squad's gonna be all up in that shit.
They're already in there now. Like, I went to check it out. The chat's open now, and they're in there like literally right now. They're in there shit posting the chat.
But it is funny though. I mean, V yesterday. Oh, Sargon's not watching. Sargon's busy. No, he totally was watching. That's why he streamed after my stream the very next day. Jim can't do better numbers than me. Watch, I'll go on my main 900,000 account. Apparently, you can't, champ. Huh? Nice 1% of audience retention there, Sargon.
You know what? I thought that was curious. He has the Thinkery channel where he's doing this stream. He also has a dedicated live streaming channel, but yet he did that one on his main channel to try to, pump up the numbers.
It's so sad. So sad. I don't know what he's doing. The absolute state of him. Just sad. Very, very sad.
And here's what Harmful Opinion says. He says, how many days did Sargon take to go from being above drama to creating a drama stream with 2 days of hype time? Can't handle attacks on his ego. Fairly accurate. And also, he attacked, well, I won't say attack, but he made a video about me and V. I remember V came on the show and she's like, you'll tell, I think he told you that. It's like, you'll know when he's mad when he makes a video on his main channel about you.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he literally did that to me like 2 weeks later. I was like, okay, well, I guess he's angry now. It's just music.
These fucking skeptics, God, they're just so pathetic. The whole lot of them. The whole lot of them. I'm gonna make that Sunday stream a regular occurrence. These fucking retards need to be laughed off the internet. And why not start with the Don himself? So I'm super hyped for Sunday. It's like a sportings event. You know what I mean? Like it's exciting. I haven't been excited for something on the internet in a while. So I'm hyped. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good stuff.
And a lot of other people have commented that this attack, and it does seem to be coming from all corners, whether you want to include Tonka with it or not. It's happened after the shit on skeptics announcement that you're going to start doing that every week, and it seems like, oh wow, now the knives are really coming out all of a sudden.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's this goes back to that candid shit, and this is why, I mentioned yesterday with V that I thought Sargon was dirty in that, and he wasn't involved in the marketing of it, but I have no doubt in my mind that he was aware of what was going on. He was tweeting about it during the day before the stream with Harmful, and then pretended he had no idea about any of it when he was on stream with them. And it's just so fucking apparent and transparent. It's so fucking bullshit.
Well, he's really touchy about
this group,
Candid.
what they did to Harmful Opinions was shit. I didn't like it then. I stayed out of it. I probably shouldn't have. So I'm going to right that wrong. And I'm just going to go down the list.
Harmful is a good dude, and they did fuck him over.
They pretty much tried to run him off the internet. All of his channels got fucking banned, and his Twitter kept getting banned. You see, he went through some hard times personally after that. It's just like, yeah. And as far as the Candid thing goes, Sargon, as far as we know, publicly didn't take any money from them, but he's very touchy anytime anybody talks about that.
Well, what is it that Teal Deer and Harmful said? They have groups that they all coordinate and talk with one another. What is it that Godwinson said? Oh, I got pulled into a Discord. This is before Godwinson disappeared. I got pulled into a Discord by one of the skeptics and was made an offer. So, I mean, it's like person after person bringing up the same fucking point. It's all glad-handing, incestuous, fucking buddy marketing bullshit by a group of kids that thought they were going to run a corner of the YouTube. But, at the end of the day, it's fucking YouTube. We make gay videos for each other, and we stream about stupid shit. It's not that important. So when you're trying to put that much dedication into it, you should be made fun of.
I see Keemstar tweeted at Tonka. He said, how about tonight? Tonka's, I don't think he's coming. But,
there was also...
Yeah,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
There was also a stream that Sargon did with Harmful, and he pretty much told him he was crazy and all this isn't true and
that's shit. The stream I'm talking about. Yeah, but during that day before he did that stream, he was getting tweeted at and talking about the shit that was going on Harmful. So he knew what was going on.
Yeah, he tried to dismiss it as calling it Harmful's autistic and this is all autism and everything like that. He said that a bunch of times.
Oh, he's autistic. It's a conspiracy theory. That Alex Jones line they like to bring up that some black guy used in his marketing bullshit.
It's just an app.
It's just an app, bro. Oh, we fucked ourselves with the apocalypse. We're such rationalists. We're such big boy liberalist thinkers. Hey, let's help facilitate an AI that's going to fuck us out of ad revenue and put us in the poorhouse. We're brilliant. We're the smart ones.
Genius. Apparently we haven't read enough military history. Maybe that's our problem.
Yeah. It's always nice to have a group of retards to make fun of on the internet, and furries and diaper furs, and other kin, and all the weird little niche communities. That can get old. So I feel like a gift has been given to me, and I'm not gonna refuse that. I'm gonna open it up gladly. This is my Christmas. Welcome to Christmas.
Came early this year. It's just, I don't know. It's just complete idiocy to think that this is anything but a gift. Not only to you, but look at our show. I think this is a new record for viewership on our own program here. So, what can I do but say thank you, Sargon? I appreciate
somebody should make you. Yeah, somebody should make you a belt that says 5 Tonkas. That's the amount of viewers that you have right now. I know you can't laugh at my jokes, can you? But it's okay. It's okay. I'll laugh for us both.
Oh, one more thing. What did you think about the Nintendo Direct today?
Luigi's Mansion looked good. Animal Crossing, people are going to be excited about. They're going to do the ports of Final Fantasy. Everybody's getting is going to the Switch, so I guess that'll be good. New character in Smash. It was okay. It wasn't awful. You know what I mean? It was middle of the road Direct. It's like a 5 or 6 rated, I think. People wanted Prime 4 footage. They didn't get it.
No, they didn't get that, but Luigi's Mansion, I think, maybe made up for it.
Bing, bing, wahoo, yippee! Waha, yippee!
By the way, let me try something real quick before we see you off, because I don't know if that's your mic or my Hangout.
It could be mine. I got a bit of a storm going on where I am, so I might be roboting on you.
Okay, that's all right. All right, final thoughts. I know, I mean, we could talk about this forever, unless you want to hang around and take some calls. It's up to you, but.
Well, I don't know, Mr. Roboto. I think I might be dragging your stream down here. But I just like to say, shut up. You know what I mean? I know there's someone that likes to go around saying it's bitch made not to take people up on their challenges. I'm here. Just saying. All I see are tumbleweeds by. I'm looking for a wrestler, but not seeing anybody around. Just mark it down. Jim was here. Jim showed up. Jim was ready. Nobody else did. Okay, we're good. That's fine. I'm cool.
All right, thank you.
So the Sunday stream will be going on when Sargon starts the stream. Be sure to show up, enjoy, unmoderated chat. Post all you want. We're going to be watching and laughing in real time. I'm going to make some special Applebee's suits gifts. It's going to be a good time.
Thank you, sir. I will be there.
Wait.
Appreciate it. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, take it easy. Have a good show, man.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, congratulations for the viewership. Jesus Christ. OMG.
It's still we're doing pretty good. I mean, we had a lot to work with tonight, though. V, I have to say, I can't take all the credit. I think Sargon. Maybe we should give him a nice hand as well, since he kind of boosted us up tonight.
Please clap.
Well, I'll take the credit then, because this is why I came on.
Wait, did you say you'll take the credit?
I'll take the credit. I woke up a couple of minutes ago, and my DMs are exploding, right? Everyone is tweeting at me. And I think the reason for this is that you wanted me to talk to Sargon to do the gym debate on your channel. And I showed him the clip with Jim talking and addressing him, so that's what happened.
Oh, so he got angry about that? Is that what you're saying, or he decided he needed to address it? Is that what you mean?
Well, I don't know if he's angry or not. I mean, the thing is, when you guys are talking about it and you're laughing, is just laughing. When he's talking about you, he's getting angry. And it's funny because if you're going on the other side, it's the opposite. It's like when you're talking about him, you're angry. When he's talking about you, he's laughing. So it is more interesting when you see both communities talk about each other,
Well, I mean, that point could be taken. That being said, we do a show 5 nights a week, and I mean, we kind of just laugh at dumb shit.
Literally everybody.
It's not like a special event stream, that we set up on Sargon. We were doing a show tonight, regardless of whether or not, Sargon, whatever he was doing, we're still going to be doing a show. And so that just
I can definitely see that. As I said, when you speak with both communities, you get a different picture.
By the way, Jim is in the chat, and he says, I called it.
Yeah, he called it, yeah.
He was on the show earlier, and he
Have you
said
seen the video link that he made 2 days in advance? Have you seen the description?
Yeah, people are DMing me that, yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I genuinely don't know. Like, I tried talking with him. He's keeping it a secret. Like, I told him, yeah. I mean, I told him to talk to Jim, and this is his version of doing it, so.
The
I
kill
would
stream.
definitely prefer a 1v1 with Jim. I don't care where it happens. Your channel, somewhere. I don't care. I just want him to have a discussion. I genuinely like both of these YouTubers.
Well, I don't know that he's interested in that, but I would like to see it too. But as for the description itself, he links to alleged docs in that description. I mean, is that something you would disavow, or?
Yeah, of course. And I kept saying this publicly every single time. I think Jim's anonymity adds a lot to his channel. I would hate to see, a face behind what Jim does.
I mean, Jim might be very handsome. Would that not improve your your thoughts about him?
Well, usually when you see the YouTuber behind the voice, like the mundane mess reveal.
Ew.
The atheism is unstoppable reveal. I can't think of a single YouTuber that had the face reveal, and I was like, oh, well, wow, this genuinely adds. Because the thing is, like, when it's an anonymous person, you hype it up in your mind, and you're making it look like probably, the best person, the best.
Well, there is
ever.
something about the disembodied voice, you know what I mean? It's almost like the voice of God coming down, or some type of celestial being, because you've never seen them. It's always just their voice. So you have all these thoughts in your mind about what they might look. It's like reading a book almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're picturing the character in your own mind. Yeah.
if you like the YouTuber, your imagination is going to imagine the best possible outcome. And when you get to see it, like it's impossible to live up to expectations.
Well, what
Well,
do you think?
yeah.
Do you have any thoughts of what the stream's actually going to be, or?
Absolutely not. I asked him, he didn't tell me, but what I do know is that it's going to be entertaining. Like, if not Sargon streams, then Jim's response, like,
Well,
I'm going to.
I'm
watch that,
100% certain it's going to be entertaining. I don't know that that'll be because of what Sargon's doing, but Jim came on this show earlier. I don't know if you saw that bit, but he said he's going to stream snipe Sargon live.
Sargon.
Yeah.
Well, what does stream sniping mean? Like he's going to stream over it, or is he going to be in the chat?
No,
He's going to be watching Sargon stream on his stream while it's live.
Yeah.
Like what we did to Baked Alaska when he had his meltdown.
Yeah.
Damn it, now I don't know which stream to watch.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Damn. That's not a very big cosign, but yeah, that's what he said he was going to do.
I guess I'll have to watch Jim's stream because it's going to have more content. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Oh, shit!
Sargon of Applebee's blown the fuck out.
Well, I mean, I agree. I have to agree with you. I'll be watching Jim streams too, but I didn't know that I expected you to say that. But
No, this is the truth. Like, I'm curious about Jim's reply to the things that Sargon will be saying,
does Sargon, is he mad that he has a channel that's, of course, you're speaking for somebody else, but he has a channel that's what, 3 times as big as Jim's at least, and Jim consistently outdraws him. And Jim put out a theory that Sargon streamed on his main channel the other day, right after Jim streamed, to try to just show how many he could get, and he still fell short and couldn't get up to the Jim level.
I mean, I don't know if he's mad, but I keep saying this, that Jim has a talent that no one else on YouTube has, as far as I'm aware. I mean, if you look at Twitch standards, usually people play Dungeons and Dragons and they get 40,000 people watching. But on YouTube, Jim's the man. Like, he can stream whenever he wants, and you will get 10,000, 15,000 people watching. I think if you would take it to Twitch, you would have even more people.
Well, he'd also last about 2 days over there, probably.
Yeah, probably.
2 days, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about Twitch. I never streamed there, but I hear their rules are very tight. So it's possible that he won't last there.
Yeah, if you think it's tight over here on YouTube, it's extra tight over there. It's jailbait tight over there on Twitch.
No, I mean, what I want to say is that this is one of the reasons I like Jim. Like he's the best at what he does when it comes to entertaining people. I looked a couple of days ago. He started the stream. I believe he had 2,500 people in the chat even before he came on, and there were super chats flying even when he wasn't there. There's no doubt about it. When it comes to entertainment, Jim's one of the best YouTubers in this sphere, and probably others. I mean, I don't know if H3 or Philip DeFranco would start streaming if they would manage to gather as many viewers.
By the way, some people didn't like my jailbait tight joke. No apologies. I'm not James Gunn. I don't work for Disney, so I'll say whatever I want here. But yes, very tight. The rules is what I'm getting at. Yes. So you're gonna be watching Jim's stream on Sunday?
Yeah, probably.
All right. So, and you don't have any insider, what this might be?
No, but the thing is, I don't think Sargon's going to do something incredibly stupid. Like I'll just say it. We'll see if I'm right or not. We'll have to see.
But don't you think on a certain level that this whole thing is stupid? So he just now put out, this thing. He's dealing with pan-European politics, and he's at the EU. You don't even own a suit, Jim. I'm doing big things, Jim. I can't. You know what? Jim's just bitter. He's leading his Lost Boys to Pleasure Island or whatever the fuck he said. And he was kind of getting at, you know what? That's below me now. I can't really get involved with that. And then what? 2 days later, I think he puts out this stream. Clearly, I would have to say, even being, I'm being objective here, and obviously I've had beef with Sargon myself this year. but it just seems like he's really bothered by these critiques from Jim.
You know, I don't want to bring the 4D chess argument, but I'll just say this: you're looking way too much into it.
Just tell me.
I mean,
What do you mean?
don't you feel that those texts were almost tailored to get the reaction? Like they were just
Like his suit.
made in a certain way that they would know you'd meme and laugh at it.
What did you say?
Isn't it like? Let me put it this way: if you wanted Sargon to say something stupid, wouldn't it be exactly that?
So you're saying he was only pretending to be retarded? I don't know. It just seems so what he put that out there so everybody would laugh at him. Like I don't understand the.
I'm not saying he was pretending to be retarded. This is what I'm saying is that your reaction was probably the exact one he expected.
But what was he trying to do? Help us on the show? Like I don't understand what the motivation is. So, he put that all out there on purpose just so everybody would laugh at him. What's the angle?
Putting that up on purpose. I can neither confirm nor deny if you put it out there on purpose. All I'm saying is that if you listen to the Kumate stream, which he did, I believe 3 or 4 months ago, he specifically said that he still likes to laugh and he still enjoys all of this. It's just that he can't participate in it directly.
But he's doing just that.
Well, he's not really doing just that, is he? You have tweets from me, like he can always disavow that it's him.
He's doing a fucking stream on Sunday talking about hello, Jim. I mean, what do you call that? Like,
well, I call it the fact that Jim has been talking about Sargon for quite a while now.
But Sargon's beyond that, right? Why does he feel the need to respond?
Well,
Pan-European
it's not that he's beyond that. But the thing is, like, if people keep messaging you from your community and ask you to address it and talk about it, like, eventually you are going to talk about it.
By the way, Keem is saying, let me say this real quick, V. Just hold that thought. Put a pin in that real quick. People are saying that Keem wants on. He can. I sent you the link a little while back, Keem. So if you just check your DMs, you can join the hangout at any time. But yeah, go ahead, V. Go ahead. Continue with your thought.
Yeah, I mean, if you think some little YouTuber is beneath you, for example, you Ralph, right? And he keeps talking about you for 5 months, wouldn't you eventually address it?
Well, he addressed me, so I mean.
Yeah, but he wouldn't address you. Like let's say he would just talk about you nonstop for 5 months. Wouldn't you eventually?
Well,
just
see, the funny thing about Sargon is, he did address me in a video on his main channel, which you said that means he's upset then. But also, and I don't watch these streams, but the Dungeon and Dragon stream you guys did the other day, they were talking a lot of shit on there. You guys kind of get together on some secondary streams and talk a lot of shit as well, and it does make its way back to me. I don't watch it live because I mean.
Well, that's the same with him, you know. Like even if he doesn't watch it live, it gets its way back.
Well,
to him.
people send me things and like, whoa, look at what Sargon was saying on his little Dungeons and Dragons stream. But it's not like he never. I don't know. I just feel the whole.
Well, I am on the record defending you on those streams. If you go check it out.
Yeah, somebody told me that. I didn't actually hear the clip, but somebody quoted it to me and sent it to me. And they're like, "Well, V was actually defending you because they were making jokes, I guess, about the Discord stuff or whatever." That's what I was told. I haven't heard the actual clip. Yeah.
I try to be consistent. Like if I believe something about someone, I'll definitely defend them, and I'm fine with defending anyone from either side.
Now, what did you think about Shitrat said you were a cuck for putting out that apology video?
No, we talked about it last time. I think Shitrat doesn't understand that I'm not into a how should I say ideological war with you guys. Like it doesn't bother me that you do the stream. The only thing that bothers me is censorship, and I overreacted because of it, right? And when I was pointed out that it's not censorship, nothing's going on, I was like, okay. I made an apology and I withdrew it. It has nothing to do with one side or another.
All right. So I guess final thoughts here, predictions for the weekend. What do you think's going to happen? We'll call you Nostradamus.
Extremely entertaining.
You know what?
If Jim streams over Sargon, I think Jim is going to have the biggest number of viewers that he ever had.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think he's going to probably get more viewers than that pig stream.
I think that he literally could hit 30,000 because I look at the numbers here tonight, and we've been doing pretty well the last couple. Well, since the Baked Alaska thing, but especially since the Monday Matt thing, we've been doing really well. I look at the numbers tonight through all this drama, and on this channel with like 9,000 subs. Jim could easily hit 30,000 views.
If I was Sargon, I would either make a video directly to Jim, and then it's a video, or I would try to stream at like 3:30 a.m. in the United States or some shit like that.
And I know some people's. Yeah, well, video does seem a little smarter. I see some people in chat saying maybe I'm overhyping it, but. I really think it could get
unbanned, he had like I think close to 20,000 people watching.
Yeah, exactly. There's Keemstar. What's up, man?
Yeah, so like I'm addicted to drama. Like a lot of people think I do Drumler for like money. I've made a lot of money doing a lot of other things. Drumler is not the biggest income at all. Drumler is like my obsession. Like I love all kinds of drama, whether it's politics, whether it's this, whether it's Jake Paul, I don't care. Like that's what I'm into, all right? I've never had a problem with Sargon. Sargon's always been super nice to me, and obviously I like Jim. I'm trying to figure out, how did this start? Like, what is the root? Like, what is the past history between these two guys?
I will tell you, it's an op, Kim, and it's because you were a son of a bitch. I masterminded everything, right? You made your sponsorship to Coca-Cola. I made the video and made me look like a fool, so then I said all these machinations and all this emotion so that you would come here and I will finally confront you and call you out for it. God damn, you sponsoring Coca-Cola.
I got so screwed on that because that day that we decided to do that, like, thank you, Coca-Cola, like, we saw, there were Sprite ads, Sprite's owned by Coca-Cola, like, we saw them with our own eyes. So I don't know what the hell was happening because, allegedly Coca-Cola pulled ads, but there was still Sprite ads.
Hashtag me too. I got screwed. It hurt. Yeah. Oh, I feel your pain.
I looked like the biggest idiot for a couple days.
I checked it out as well because I didn't take your word for it right away. Like I looked at there were Coca-Cola ads. I asked people, and it's like, okay, right. And I went out. I believe me, Sargon, and a couple of other guys. We made videos on it. I don't know if they uploaded theirs, but I went out. It was like 2 a.m. Went to a nonstop kiosk, bought as much Coke as possible, filled my room with Coke. And then they made the video about it. It was like, oh god.
By the way, I see chat saying get Jim to explain it to Keem. Jim still has the link, of course, if he wants to hop back in now that we made it a party here. But V, I guess what would you say is the root? I mean, I have my own ideas, and I'll give them momentarily after you. But what do you think is the root of the animosity between Sargon and Jim?
Well, that's the thing. Last time I spoke about it here on this channel and I explained the two reasons, but then Sargon talked to me and said that please stop spreading that around because it's not true. I got nothing against Jim.
Nobody believes that though, right? Come, just look at what he's doing. You can't believe that with all the evidence in the counter, right?
No, I think personally, okay, even though he doesn't admit it, like I want it on the record, he disavows, but I think there's a rivalry between Sargon and Jim. I don't know what's it about, but I think ever since Jim came back, Sargon might have had a different idea about how Jim is like during Gamergate, and it turns out that's not accurate. So yeah,
Somebody in the chat said when I heard Keem was swatted, I was sad that I found out he survived.
Oh no!
God damn, you're cold, you son of a bitch. Fuck you.
But the way I understand it is just different ideologies. Jim doesn't like that Sargon takes himself too seriously. Like that's what Jim hates, right? That he's too arrogant, he's fart sniffing. So that's what he's upset. While Sargon is upset that Jim doesn't take himself seriously. Like it's just two different people with two different worldviews at the end of the day, and I think that is the root of the problem. That's where everything is coming down from.
See, I just don't have enough time to like watch all of YouTube and watch every community to understand everything that's going on. Tonight, when I was watching the stream, was the first time I heard that Sargon was trying to be a politician. What's going on there?
Yeah, he
Wait,
wants
you
to.
don't watch my videos
He wants a seat in the EU. That's what he's going for. He wants a seat at the big boy table with his Applebee's outfit. So that should work out well.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Joe. But wait, Kirstar, you don't watch my videos religiously? What the fuck, man?
V, do you even watch your own fucking videos? I mean, is that a fair question?
You see how many videos that are poorly edited I put out. And then people are calling me out on it. It's like, by the way, there's no sound at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Like, oh, fuck, okay, I'll put it down. So, no, I don't watch my own videos.
So, no, I heard Keem wanted, I guess, the deepest lore on this shit. I'll try to sum it up as quick as I can. I'd say like 6 or 7 months back, there's these people that put out a animated show called Murdoch.
Okay.
And they had a clip of Sargon in it. And it's him basically getting a big head and getting full of himself, trying to be a politician, surprisingly. And there's this clip where he turns into like the Akira baby monster at the end, and he starts screaming, "Sargon needs more dopamine." And I thought that was funny as fuck. So I retweeted that, and it like kicked off this sequence of events where his friend wanted me to come on stream, and he asked somebody else to ask me to come on, and I don't know what it's about, so I go on the stream, and there's Sargon in the chat just flipping his shit at me. So I tell him to get on, and Sargon lays it out, and he's like, oh, Jim, you should have been a leader in Gamergate. You were a coward, and you need to do this and this, and just all this really pompous bullshit. And so that's kind of, I guess, what accelerated it. I don't know what his plans are for Sunday, but I heard what you said. You like drama. I live for this shit too. I find it fucking amusing as fuck. The more of them, the better. You know what I mean? If I've got 20 people taking shots at me, that's a good day. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. It's going to be fun as fuck. I'm going to stream snipe the shit out of his ass. I know it bothered him when V was on here last time. I threw out a comment to see if I could get a reaction where I said, I wouldn't stream with Sargon because he can't pull the viewer numbers I can.
Right.
And the very next day I did a stream, pulled 13,500. Sargon immediately on his main channel, instead of his live stream channel, does a stream. Can't even hit 9. And you can like hear the sadness in his voice as he ends the stream after like an hour.
I heard you say that. Jim, one thing that I really, really like is I like that arrogant, like I pull more viewers than you, because like, people never say that shit. There's very few people that will fucking brag. Like, I pull more, I get more subs than you. But really, if everyone was going to be really honest, we're all trying to get as many views as possible. We're all trying to get as many subs as possible. And like, when someone is just raw and real and they're like, I pull this, I fucking love that because that's who I am.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Sunday because not only am I going to get to laugh at Sargon, I'm going to make so much fucking money doing it. And that's going to make it even better. I'm gonna have a college fund for my future children based off this one fucking stream.
How much do you think we'll make? Let's take some bets. How much do you think we'll make? I'll tell you my sum. How much I think you'll make?
Hopefully enough to buy at least 3 suits from Men's Warehouse because I want to be a big boy like Sargon.
Yeah, I'll say it now. I think you'll make over $5,000.
So Sargon, does he stream every Sunday, or is this like a planned stream to talk about you?
Oh, this is a planned stream. Like this is him, especially ahead of time, setting it up to have it come out. So I don't know. I love this. Like I'm genuinely fucking excited for this. I'm looking forward to this happening, and I'm gonna be loving every laugh.
So how I understand it is like basically, he had that funny suit. I seen the memes. I thought it was funny. He got upset with that, and then you doxed somebody in one of your YouTube videos, and now they're mad at you and calling you out. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's Tonka. So there was this big the IBS, the Internet Blood Sports thing, and a bunch of the different people in it all had gripes with one another. So I put out a message to everybody, like Ralph, Andy Worski, and the others, and I said, you guys can all come on stream and you can yell at each other. I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to moderate. Just fucking have at it. And I said, just have your videos and your screen caps and shit prepared ahead of time. And, my one rule was just don't try to dox each other. Just redact that shit if you can. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And Tonka's pissed at me because apparently in Zoom's 30-minute video, there's a clip of him wrestling. But if you watch Zoom's video, there are like 20 or 30 fucking segments in it where he re-edits it to take out names and shit, and he's calling me out for it. He's like, Jim made me pull this out. Jim is a faggot, that kind of stuff. Because I was pretty clear with everybody, and I made the rules pretty open at the beginning. I said, if something comes up and you think it's unfair, say something. I'll fucking kill the stream right there, and we're done.
Well, I'm kind of shocked that Sargon.
Zoom tried to fuck with Jim as well. Like he leaked DMs from Jim. He said that Jim was a tool, only needed so he can get on the IBAS and talk with Tonka. So it's not like you and Zoom are tight, right?
Well, and to be fair too, it wasn't just Zoom. I mean, like the Backyard Blood Sports guys had grievances with like Joakim and Tonka. Like they're different groups that are all arguing with each other. And the way it was brought up to me was, hey, this never gets addressed. Nobody ever lets us fucking have a go at it. So I was like, well, that'll make, whatever, fuck it. I'll put the stream on. I'll let everybody scream at each other. It turned into a 7-hour clusterfuck because you need some kind of format instead of that. But yeah, no, he's trying to make it sound like I said, hey, Zoom, dox him, which I didn't. I'm getting shit at the last minute. People are sending me clips. There's only so much I can do. I mean, one of the guys had a clip that was brought up near the very end of the stream where it had his full name, his address, his fucking face, and everything like that. And, somebody called that out, and it's like, okay, well, I'm killing the stream. But the guy whose information got put up was like, fuck it, just play it, whatever.
See, I don't think Sargon's a stupid person at all. I think this is the way you describe it. It doesn't seem like there's much of a case to go after you.
I don't know what's going to get brought up. My early internet days, I was big into trolling and shit. I hung out with people that did a lot of trolling. So maybe maybe he's going to try to play into that. The guy that used to run the forum that I hung out on, Haberman, got a really bad case of trolls remorse, and he became kind of like super apologetic over it. So he's written like fucking novels talking about his guilt over this and the shit that he did. So I mean, maybe he's going to try to hit me with that. There were accusations that I doxed Haberman. I can actually verifiably prove that's not true at all. I can give evidence for it. So I hope Sargon's stupid enough to bring that up. There's a lot of, see, with me is I like when misinformation's out there, because then you get a moment like this that's so beautiful that you get to in real time make them look fucking stupid. So
Right.
Again, it's going to be great. This Sunday is going to be fucking fantastic.
I'm definitely tuning in.
Right.
What stream are you watching? Are we going to watch Jim stream or Sargon's?
I always, if it's like two things that are going on at once, I always pull up both.
Oh, it'll be fun. It's going to be a good time. I think everybody's going to have a nice time.
I'm not picking sides, but I think you almost have to pick up Jim's stream because Jim is going to be doing the live reaction to, Sargon's
it's
stream.
more content.
So the only way to get both is really to watch Jim's stream.
But you know what? The thing I love the most about this, Keem, is the fact that he's for like the last month has been trying to put out this era, like this aura that he's so beyond this. He's so above drama. He's so into big boy politics. This is beneath him. He's going to save Europe and the West and everybody else. And he doesn't have time for the YouTube shit. And just making fun of his dumb fucking suit for a day and a half has made him dedicate a stream to me.
That's crazy. I just don't think him with the frog stuff and I don't know. It seems like Sargon has always been kind of a memer. I'm surprised that he got offended.
Yeah,
I'm in the inner circle. Like
he's in the inner circle.
By the way, V, can I ask you a question, V? Because chat's asking us, what is wrong with your microphone?
Well, what's up with my microphone?
I mean, you sound like it's stuck up your ass or something. Like what? You sound like
I
it's
didn't do
underneath a
nothing
pillow.
to it. Like it's the same since I came on up till now. Is there something wrong with it?
It doesn't sound that great. You sound a little bit better. You sound a little bit better now.
Oh, actually, V, after you fix your microphone, can I ask you a question? I'm curious. Since Sargon said I lead around the Lost Boys on Pleasure Island, is he now one of the Lost Boys? Because I'm dragging his ass around YouTube for my amusement at this point.
Jesus.
Oh fuck!
I'll send him that bad. That is good.
I'll wait a week and a half for his response when he thinks of something clever.
What do you think of V saying that he'd be watching your stream, not Sargon's? That was pretty amazing.
Honestly, I'm kind of like Keem. When people are doing something like this, I've got everything pulled up at once because you don't want to miss something. And both chats are going to be entertaining, but I've got to have bias here. Of course, I'm going to watch mine. Mine's going to be the better one. Mine's where all the good shit's going to be. People are going to be enjoying my stream. Maybe the Sweetie Squad will pay him a visit and laugh at him and bring up suits. I don't know, but we'll find out.
I think you and Sargon are both going to pull big numbers. I mean, Sunday is the best night to stream. Like, what time does it start roughly Eastern? Do you know?
5:30 Eastern. Yes.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll start.
Oh my God, that's kind of perfect. Like 5:36.
Yeah, but the issue is there is an issue because, as I said, I would just watch Jim's stream because it's going to have more content. It's with that extra DLC with Jim's commentary. So you don't get that from Sargon's stream.
Are
Right.
you saying Sargon's boring?
No, if it was the other way around, if Jim would make a stream,
No,
and
I think
Sargon
that's
would
what
make a
he's
response.
saying. He just said Jim's stream has content. It's okay. It's
Oh
okay.
my god, I can envision him just like starting off, like Sargon starting off for like 10 minutes and then realizing what's happening. Well, he'll probably know beforehand. And then he just switches and then stream caps your stream. And then you get into this weird situation where you two are debating on your own streams.
Well, and that's the beauty of it. I'm already prepared. I'm going to have Men's Warehouse commercials ready to play until we can sort out the technical issues.
Oh no!
I guarantee it. So I'm looking forward to this.
I guarantee it.
By the way, somebody did a super chat earlier.
Then he can just mute your stream and just talk whatever he wants to talk, and you can't make a response if that's the
Well,
case.
why does he just show up on the same stream? We know for a fact. By the way, chat, press 1 if you think Sargon's watching this fucking stream right now.
No,
Everybody
Ralph,
knows.
this is more fun. Not only will I get more viewers and make more money, fuck it. I'm looking forward to this format.
I think it would be smart if both of you just debated each other and both of you stream, you know?
He won't do it, though, if that's the problem. I mean...
Yeah, you have to understand, Keem. Like, he went on to a stream previously where somebody wanted to talk to him, and he had like 17 different criteria. You can't have any guests on. You can't have anybody say this. The super chats have to be turned off. You can't ask this question. You can only talk about this subject.
Oh wow!
No,
Yeah.
hold on. The super chats were.
I feel like he's changed a lot since I knew him when he was on Twitter. When he got banned on Twitter, I just I stopped talking to him because I live on Twitter and I had no really way to communicate with Sargon anymore. But back then, he seemed like a nice guy. He seemed really smart and intelligent. And I don't know. I never.
I actually organized that stream. I'm the one who organized it, and I know why he asked that thing. The reason he asked is because before that, he joined Baked Alaska stream to talk with Andrew Anglin. The moderator was constantly intervening and putting up points against him, so he wasn't like moderating like.
Well, yeah, that explains one or two things, but not the 18.
He then started dogpiling. Well, hold on. Then he started dogpiling Sargon. Like when the debate was almost over, he started bringing 4 or 5 other people to talk against him. So it was like 6 people to 1. And I don't think even you, Jim, could win such an argument, where there's 6 people.
V, to be fair, you're right. I mean, bringing in 18 people is kind of bullshit. But to be fair, that stream was set up ahead of time with the premise and the promotion that it would be a debate between Andrew Anglin and Sargon of Akkad. And Sargon shows up on this guy's stream and says, I don't want to debate. I'm not here to debate. I want to know why he was fucking Asians in the jungle.
Yeah, but in reality, it ended up being
No,
a debate.
V. I mean, if you're gonna throw out the rules,
I agree with you. I do agree, and I did
rules and what you tell people you're gonna do. You can't complain that you get dogpiled then because you threw the format away.
Yeah, I agree with you that the introduction was really bad, and I told him this as well. But in the end, if you watch that stream right now, well, actually you can't. I think it's taken down. But if you were to watch that stream, you would notice that it ended up being a debate. Like they talked about immigrants and Andrew's plan on zapping them.
All it was him trying to say. All it was him trying to say, Andrew, why do you fuck Asians in the jungle? Andrew, why are you fucking Asians in the jungle? That was his whole shtick for 45 minutes. If I was the host of a stream,
it was a bad intro.
Yeah, but V, if I was the host of a stream and I told people and promised them, I have a debate, these 2 people have agreed, and then one of them shows up and starts pulling that kind of shit, I'd be like, fuck it. He's not going to respect my fucking premise and show. Why should I respect him?
I agree with you. And I don't know if he personally saw it that way. But, after a while, after those 40 minutes, I did think that it became a debate. And when it became a debate, the moderator wasn't interested in moderating, and he started dogpiling him, bringing more and more people into it. So because of that, when he went on the Kumate, he just wanted to make sure that there's not going to be people dogpiling him, and he didn't say turn off the super chat.
He had a bunch of criteria. I mean,
he had
a ton of criteria for going onto that show.
Yeah, I relayed them to Tonka. I believe one criteria was that there's only him and Tonka. That it had to happen that day because afterwards he didn't want to schedule it. He said like it has to happen in like half an hour or something like that. And the third criteria was that he would answer whatever question Tonka had. So those were the criteria.
I think there were more than that, but we'll agree to disagree. I don't want to take away from
Well,
the
you
main
can
event.
still watch the stream.
Oh,
It's still
yeah,
there.
I don't want to take away from the main event, which is going to be this Sunday. This Sunday is going to be the main event.
I'm so excited.
I know it's going to be so good.
Hell in a cell.
But why
Mr.
can't he just
Metokur
come on
versus
with
Sargon
no preconditions? V, like, who does this guy exactly think he is?
Well,
I mean,
I told you because when he came on with no preconditions, he got dogpiled. And he just wanted to get his message out.
No, that's fine, B. Not everybody can be a man. I mean, I show up without preconditions. I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna
expect
say,
Sargon
I've never
to follow
heard
through
Jim
with that.
say, "Oh God, you can't
Oh,
let this and this
would you
happen."
go on Sargon's stream knowing that he's going to invite B, he's going to invite Art, he's
Yes.
going to invite Louis,
Yes.
he's going to invite
Yes.
other friends, and
Yes.
they would all just talk down against you?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes,
That's what gay porn audio is for.
I suppose, but I don't see Sargon putting gay porn audio on a stream of Bake.
Have you seen his Twitter account when he spammed black dicks at everyone for 2 weeks?
That's what got him suspended.
Yeah, but the difference is that
Wait,
porn is
that's
legal.
how he got
on Twitter.
suspended?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Keemstar.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he was.
no, 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 he didn't.
No.
No,
He was
don't.
suspended for tweeting out black dicks at people for a week.
Oh,
It's not illegal on Twitter, Jim. It's not illegal to show porn on Twitter, and like.
But you have to mark your stuff sensitive content. You can't just start sending out, dicks and inside of white.
It's not when he got banned. Actually,
Sargon's law. Sargon's
Like,
law.
After he
I will say
posted
this:
porn,
the person that did it lied about being underage and reported the tweet.
Oh.
And the person that did it was a general piece of shit that none of us like anyway. But it's just the fact
Well.
that Sargon spammed.
But he didn't just do this once.
Black cocks.
He went on
and got suspended.
dude.
for
He
it.
went on 2 or 3 separate sprees of spamming interracial porn. That was what.
yeah, but I want to clarify. Like,
Who even does that? V. Who even does that?
Did he say? Did
Sorry?
he take that from his personal collection?
See, you guys are in tight, okay? But from the outside third party, looking in, like where I sit, when Sargon got banned, everyone was like, well, this is bullshit. Obviously, they're after him. He was a martyr, right? Up until this moment right now, I had no idea he was spamming big black cocks at people.
This is not correct.
Now I get it.
It's not correct.
Yeah.
He did get suspended then for like 1 day, but his permanent suspension was not because he was spamming big black cocks on the Twitter.
What was
But who-
it for?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he wasn't informed. Like, Twitter just suspended
So
him.
it was
and-
big black cocks. Okay, thank you.
No, but it was quite a while after the big black cocks incident. Like, he's
Which
if you
incident,
want.
V? Which incident, V?
Well,
I was to say there are multiple incidences.
I can bring up his suspension date and we can compare it to when he was
Nah,
spamming
I
the
don't
big
want to
black
measure
cocks, and
big
you'll
black
see it's
cocks
big
on the
black
stream here.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now, I got suspended for tweets that were years old. I mean, thank God I know someone on Twitter and I got unbanned. But the date and time of when you get suspended doesn't really have anything to any
I suppose
correlation
it's true,
of when you
but
send a tweet.
the difference is that with the big black cocks, he was given a reason. And it was a short suspension, I believe a couple of days. But his permanent suspension happened way afterwards, and there was no reason given.
But who even does
So,
that? V, that's what I'm asking. Who does that? Has that ever occurred to you? Okay, you're mad at the alt-right. Let me start spamming a bunch of big black dicks on Twitter.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is
Trump
funny.
does that.
It is
I mean-
funny. I think it's funny.
I mean,
I laughed at Will about it. And it's not the spamming of the big black cocks that was funny. It's the reaction of the people receiving them. It's like, oh my God, think of the children that are on Twitter with other porn stars.
No, they
How
weren't.
dare you
Most of the
spam
reaction
that?
I saw was just looking at, wow, this guy's a huge spurg. We just triggered him into turning his Twitter feed into a constant stream of big black dicks. Like that makes you look like an idiot.
You had the normal reaction.
You know what I mean?
You genuinely had the normal reaction.
What
But
do you mean?
other people who had a very funny reaction. It's like, oh my God, think of children. It's like, how dare you do
So
something
people
like that?
troll you into spamming big black dicks. Do you really think that that's going to upset them? You look like an idiot.
Well, there were people upset genuinely back then. Like, there were
Okay,
people who legitimately started making the moral argument that you shouldn't show dicks on Twitter because there are targets that might be awake at 2 a.m. at night and see the big black dick.
I don't.
I got a perfect example. I got into an argument with this guy on Twitter today. He criticized my Friday Fortnite tournament, and he's a really, really good. This story is kind of long, but I'll go into it. It's a good one. So he's a really good Fortnite player, but he's not popular. And my Friday Fortnite tournament was for people that pull views because it was an entertainment tournament, not necessarily the best person in the game. So he was salty that he wasn't getting into my tournaments. And he made this big thing about how, it was bullshit and tournaments should be based on skill and all this. And he attacked me, said I was racist, all this other shit, right? So anyhow, I just ripped him apart on Twitter. He responded with this, counter post to try to clap back saying, I shit on you online and I've shit on you in real life. And he took a picture of him sitting on the toilet acting like he's shitting, but the toilet seat is down. So it's not even open. And that was his response. And it's like, if you respond with like this cringy picture where you're going to, do this weird thing, to get this picture, you just lose. You look like a fucking fool. So I understand the whole point of like, him sending big black cocks and it just him looking like a kind of a joke.
Yeah, it was entertaining. But again, folks listening, Sunday is when the real show begins.
Yeah, it's gonna be a win no matter what. That's what I just don't see how it's not gonna be entertaining no matter what happens. So
there's no way this isn't going to be fun.
There's
literally no way this is not going to be entertaining.
It just there's no way to lose. So say he comes with a nothing burger. That's hilarious. Say he gets so worked up and there's content for days off this. I just don't.
What if he cancels it?
That has, people have mentioned that. Yeah.
I'm streaming anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a win too.
I do not think he will cancel it. I'm just saying this.
Sargon's talking to you right now, isn't he?
Well, you know what? Actually, let me check. Let me see if he's online.
No. Okay.
What V means is not let me check if he's online. He means let me check if it's okay to tell them that he's online.
No, he is. Well, you can ask people on his own Discord, his idols. So no, he's not.
So on that video that Sargon put up, there's already almost 600 dislikes on his stream, and it's not even live.
How many likes are there?
About 280.
Ooh.
I just don't see how I could do anything worthwhile. I mean, he would have to have the bombshell of the century, and I don't have faith. I mean, I see what he's linking to. He's linking to some old post that Haberman wrote years ago.
Well,
Jim's already talked about many times. By the way, somebody did a super chat earlier asking you to talk about it. I mean, I guess you've already talked about it before, but maybe you could do a short version of what that is.
I've mentioned Metokur repeatedly in like the Deviants videos. I went over the DeviantArt Coalition for Quality Control shit. I've talked about it before. Yeah, I've always been open about that. I had posts where I answered that. It's not like I'm not ashamed of that. I had fun doing that stupid shit.
The only thing that I know about Sargon is when he did the Kumate, like I also didn't know what he's going to say, and usually when he does these things, it's completely different than what you expect.
So he's going to
get that out there. We'll see Sunday if I was right or not.
I get it. Nice damage control. Listen, there's no way he's going to come out looking good on this. He either fully commits to it and looks like a retard when I laugh at him, or he backs out and tries some simpering bullshit and saying like, "Oh, I wasn't going to do anything." There's no way he's coming out. There's no way he's coming out looking good on this. I'm still going to have a great time.
Look, what I'm saying is. Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, it's not if he's going to look good or not. What I'm saying is that you're thinking about, oh, he's going to talk about Haberman, he's going to talk about this and that. I think the topic is going to be completely different than what people expect. Is what I'm saying. I mean, you have to understand. I've been talking to him for quite a while, and usually when he does these things, like when he went on the Kumate, it was a completely different topic than I expected him to address.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is linking to these specific things, saying you're going to want to read along. So, maybe he's just lying to his audience. I don't fucking know. Either way, it's going to be.
We'll see Sunday, as I said.
So there's two options. It's like Jim said. Either he fully commits and he goes out there, he tries to do this expose on Jim, or he gets on there and says, "LOL, I was just playing you, Jim. Look at how upset you got." He's going to look like a retard either way.
And let's also throw out there, just so this is established, that I've been open about starting to do a regular Sunday stream making fun of skeptics. Yes. So it's interesting that after the first one did so well, that all of a sudden he's doing a stream on me on Sunday, I guess got to put me in my
not gonna
place.
lie. I tuned into that stream where you were shitting on Bunty, and I was in tears. I was in fucking tears. That shit was funny.
Oh, they're all like that, and that's the funniest fucking bit. And being able to go through their shit and laugh at it is going to be great.
You were like Bunty. If you were the king of fucking, Bunty, if you were the king of fucking, Bunty, if you were the king of eating pussy, then why did she go with the other guy?